in this episode.
I know, man. Freaking.
It is an enigma, dude. Like, I just want to sit here and finger fiddle with it the whole time.
We're talking about the Bodyguard 2.0
yeah.
still.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah. Sorry,
yes.
sorry. It's about the same way.
That big, dude. Wow. Hey, good job.
In an obtuse world, Mark and Jefe will combine military, law enforcement, and general FUD knowledge to keep you vertical. Welcome to the Live, Laugh, Larp podcast.
Hey, everybody, what's going on? Thanks for joining us for another edition of the Live, Laugh, LARP podcast. We've got the whole tribe back together. We got our buddy Jake from not State Farm.
Mantis.
He is wearing
Shabbat
khakis.
shalom.
He is wearing khakis, though.
No red polos in my life anymore.
No. Yeah.
But we also got Jefe. What's going on, man?
Back on the castle couch.
Yeah, there we go.
We got 3 dudes, basement, beer, and
Some whiskey.
a supple couch.
Yes, and we got a black cat runner around here somewhere, too. So
Not a euphemism.
No. But so if you guys hear stuff in the background, naturally, you guys know how we do it. We've got dogs, we got cats living together in harmony, all that type of stuff. But we really do appreciate you guys swinging by and checking things out. We had another guest lined up, but we had scheduling conflicts left and right. And thank you.
For being our silver medal.
Yes. No.
Our last-minute silver medal.
No. Jake is local to us.
Nice guys finished last, dude.
He always comes in and bails us out, man. That's what it really boils down to. So we really do appreciate you swinging by and helping us out, man. Last minute,
Dude, I'm stoked to be asked back.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's second place or fifth place.
I think you're our first returning guest. This is the first.
Well,
No, technically not. I
Not?
did. No, do you listen to the podcast at all?
No, I
When you're
don't.
not on it?
I black out. So it's funny. Like a bunch of my guys at work started listening to it, and they're like, "Hey, like, do you remember this?" I'm like, I don't remember saying that shit at all, man. Like
That wasn't me,
That was
dude.
that
That
was
was
so long ago.
No, but we've had Jacob on several times.
Yeah,
for
that's
Ben Quality.
count.
We
He's not a real person.
I did the
That was a SHOT Show special that he happened to
but
be
I
on.
did the Kalash Bash special. Had a lot of returning
That's
guests there.
again specials, man. This is the first returning guest. Like
Okay.
on a 3-on-1, 1v1v1 conversation.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, fine.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah,
I
I'd say
that's a title.
There will be a
take home.
plaque maybe one day. I don't know.
It'll be like a YouTube platinum.
Nah, it'd be
Thing.
more like, we're sorry, here's a coupon to Vista Burger.
It's a burger.
Buy one, get one free.
Your album will go aluminum.
All right. Well,
Expires
before
tomorrow.
we get too far into this, we have to take a second to say a huge thank you to not only every one of you guys listening to this podcast, but also XS Sites. We've been talking about it for the last couple of episodes. XS Sites is our new title sponsor, and we couldn't be happier with them. I've got XS Sites on a whole bunch of different stuff. I totally forgot to even bring this up. I've got XS Sites on my lever gun.
Yeah. On the Henry?
No, on the Remlin, the 3030. So they got
Oh,
the pick
Remlin,
rail.
yeah.
Yeah. So the Remington.
Remington Marlin. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was
I was confused at Rimland too.
I was like,
wait.
is there another? God, you
There's another
you
one?
turn your brain off for like NRAM, and now all of a sudden there's like 6 other companies making lever actions.
Yeah, that's true. But XS Sights makes more than just like pistol sights. They have sights for AKs. They've got sights for lever guns. So that is something that I thought was really cool that they're branching out like that. If you guys are interested in picking up some XS Sights of your own, you can get 20% off. That's right, 20%
Vente
off.
Percente.
That's right, Vente. Just use the code LARP, LARP. We've got all that stuff in the description of this podcast. Again, we want to say a huge thank you to XS Sights for branching out and taking a chance on us.
For keeping your sights on what's important.
Oh.
Yes, there it is.
Right in the
there it
feels.
is.
That's a
Right in the feels.
buyer.
Man.
That's
Yeah.
that's IP you just gave away right
Yes,
there,
I know.
dude.
It wouldn't be surprised like 3 days from now if anyone at XS Sights even looks at this podcast, be like, oh yeah, why did we think of that?
Before we get too far away from it,
Yeah.
what kind of rifle starts with? Like, I'm trying to picture.
So
So I remember like the AKs, you take the front sight post off instead of like the black. It would be like a big big dot on it.
Okay.
I think they have it for ARs as well.
Yeah.
You can replace the front sights on those.
So you can just unscrew the AR front sight and then screw the new one in.
Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's cool. I was definitely picturing like an M-bus with like tritium or something like that. And I was like, hold on, what's going on here?
I can understand that.
That's cool.
Yeah, for sure. And then, like I said, the lever guns, they've got the ghost ring on the back with the pick section.
Yep.
That bolts into the upper receiver, and then you can switch out the front sight as well. So
100% going on a shotgun.
Yep.
You know, I'm telling you. And that's the thing, man. Freaking, so last year at SHOT Show, PSA released their 870 clone that they did, that they were putting Glock sights on.
Yep.
You know, and you could totally swap those out for like XS sights. And
Get
then
that big dot blacked out rear.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
yeah, man.
That's what the ladies like to see.
This is not legal advice. We do not
Consult your doctor if you experience big front dots and blacked out rears for more than 48 hours after consuming excess sights. I mean, is that new Smith & Wesson have excess sights? I know we were continuing on to talk about. So this is very unscheduled. We don't have a whole lot to talk about. Jake just got back from NRAM. He's going to tell us all about the wonderful things at NRAM and what's going on. But also, Mark is just showing all the cool stuff he's gotten since last time we've all hung out together.
Yeah, so we are passing around the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0, which is a video that I'm going to be putting out here in just the next couple of days if you guys are listening to this.
It's actually marked Smith & Wesson. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, your eyes are better than mine. I got some bad news yesterday.
You're fat?
No, well, no, we already knew that. I'm gonna have to start wearing glasses.
Oh, no. Like, actually?
Yeah.
LASIK too many times? What happened?
So, no, the doc was like, hey, man, freaking, your eyes are okay, but the muscles that causes
your muscles are so weak that even your eyes suck, dude.
Start blinking more, guy. Jeez.
I know, right?
Start doing, like, push-ups. I don't know what to do.
So there's these muscles inside your eye that, changes the, basically changes your lens to be able to focus on things near or far, right? And as you age, as you get older, I'm on the bad side of 45. Freaking
There's a good side.
Two
I
know, right? So as you get later into your 40s, that muscle starts to really like degenerate and it doesn't work, as well. So he was like, "Man, I'm going to write you a prescription. You don't have to wear the glasses. Your eyes are still 20/15, but this is going to give you that extra like filter, so things kind of seem a little blurry, but you can still read, small print at distance. This is going to just make it even that much clearer." So,
so Mark has ocular degeneration.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Yeah, along with so many other things that are degenerating. But
so now you have a legitimate excuse on why you suck at shooting.
That is true. But I have yet to see you shoot 600 yards.
Oh.
First round hit.
Oh.
Still haven't seen that yet.
How we did close at SHOT Show last year.
Did we though?
Not last year, but the year before. It was out there. Do you remember, Jake, where you got like the PRS side of SHOT Show where
Yeah, man.
we were shooting?
Yeah, we ran the HDI booth. Yeah, I was out there all day.
It was a 338 Lafula, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From that like Detroit Customs or whatever.
Well, that was the year before. This year.
Yeah, I meant year before. The last time I went, because last year didn't count because I wasn't there.
Oh yeah,
SHOT Show didn't happen.
SHOT
Show didn't happen last year because I wasn't there.
I blacked out.
Dude, I found a Instagram reel of this guy had this like clear cowboy hat like made out of plastic, and he stuffed a ton of fucking hot dogs in it. And I was like, man, that'd be so fucking great for SHOT Show next year, just to walk around with a cowboy hat full of glizzies. Because, like, let me tell you, I got hungry a bunch during the last SHOT Show.
Every time I turned around, especially at freaking range day, every time I turned around, he was just like, he deep throating a hot dog, man. I was like,
we had the food tickets. You get like a food ticket.
Yeah.
You didn't?
No, we don't get food tickets. We're media.
What? The whole day is media. It's industry. It's like media
Oh,
day
you
at the
talking
range.
about that range day?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we got tickets.
we didn't.
No,
we
Oh.
got tickets.
They-
we have to pay.
Well, anyway,
I got a huge glizzy for free on my ticket. Yeah. Put nacho cheese on it and shit.
Hey, is Mantis hiring for next year at Industry Day?
Possibly.
I'll work for glizzies.
I know, man. Freaking.
It is an enigma, dude. Like, I just want to sit here and finger fiddle with it the whole time.
We're talking about the Bodyguard 2.0 still.
Yes,
yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. It's about the same length.
That big, dude. Wow. Hey, good job.
My wife's gonna be impressed by this pistol. It's pretty large, actually.
But I got Doug Flutie hands, and it still fits in my hand.
Literally in the handprint.
It's comically small. It's silly, but if it works, it works. Did you go to see the Taurus booth at all? The cheetah that they came up with?
Nope.
That looked interesting. That was like the only thing on NRAM.
I don't even know if I've heard of it. What are you talking about?
So Taurus during NRAM announced they're coming out with like a 380. It's like a 15+1. Like it's a cheetah, like a Beretta cheetah,
right?
Like Taurus, because the Taurus does Taurus things. So that's the end of the story.
Itty bitty.
Yeah, I mean, it's not itty bitty. It's still like a chonky bastard. But
Yeah.
I've never seen anything that small.
Right?
yeah, 380.
Yeah.
That one is
It's so small.
so small. So small.
And this comes highly recommended from Greg, OG's Danger Show.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's got big freaking ham hocks, right? And he's like, it feels good in the hand. It shoots well.
It's one of those, like, especially if you have like meaty hands, no one's going to know what you got shot because you can't see it.
Can't see it.
It's like, I can just put my finger along the slide and you can't even see it.
Kamehameha.
Yeah. And my
Hadouken.
let's see, my dad is, how old is he? He is 70. He'll be 78 this year.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to rack this slide no problem, even with as weak as his hands are, and the dexterity and strength and all that.
Does it have that Smith & Wesson Lady spring on it? Like what? Like
the Easy?
The Easy's spring?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I just thought...
Very cool design.
That's totally what that is, right? Easy Shield. That's where you're
the
thinking
Easies.
Yeah, freaking this thing, I bought it from... You know where we bought it.
Yeah,
Our good
I know
buddies
you
over at American Cash Exchange.
down in American
All right.
Cash.
Why don't they sponsor us?
I don't know. We should probably have that discussion.
Brett, Artie, Troy, if you're listening, first of all, you should be. This should be on all the time on the store.
Dude, they should be.
That's a good idea.
They should play my YouTube channel at the store all the time.
No, we actually want quality entertainment.
Oh my god. So, but no, $350.
No.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah, with the holster. The holster came with it.
That came with it?
Yeah. So
I was gonna
Slick
say,
little piece of Kydex there.
I mean, it's even Kadora wrapped.
yeah, I mean it's starting to peel a little bit, but I mean
That's
I don't care. And it also comes with a 12-round magazine too. So yeah, so
I can't believe that thing holds ammo, dude.
I know.
that's not like rimfire.
No,
Yeah,
no,
no.
I mean, it's 380. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's one of the reasons why I never wanted to get involved with this pistol is because I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of 380. Every 380 pistol I've ever shot has been extremely snappy. It's not been fun to shoot.
Yeah, because every 380 gun that comes out is either A, like the Ruger LCP, where it's like these micro single stack micro guns, or B, they are like a fixed barrel gun like the PPKs, where since there's no like tilt barrel design and it's direct blowback, you're just taking all the recoil to your hands rather than it being kind of bled off during the operation of the gun. So
Yeah, I'm shocked that that's not super snappy. The slide's
not.
so light,
Yeah.
too.
like
you
the
know?
Glock, like my wife, she has a Glock 42. That thing is a smooth shooter for just being like a very micro.
I've never
380.
liked it. I've never liked it.
Is
You
that
never
that
liked
ultra
Glocks.
baby
Well, I
Glock?
don't- I
Like
mean, it's not
tiny
that I-
Glock?
Yeah,
Like
like the-
smaller than the 27?
Yeah,
like
it's the
or
30,
26.
380.
It's like it's like the 43. You know,
It's
Okay.
smaller than the 43.
well, yeah, because it's
That's
380.
yeah, it's
single
like,
stack, itty bitty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that's my wife's carry gun
That's
for 8 years now.
Yeah.
Like, since they came out.
And I don't hate Glock. I understand and respect Glock. I just can't shoot Glocks well.
Yeah.
And the 42 was very like snappy as well. So
Oh, I love that gun. It's
I mean,
what,
yeah. I mean,
43s are snappy. I will give that. 43s are pretty snappy, but
Mhm.
42 was wunderbar.
I've honestly never shot one of those like thinner single stack Glocks before.
and that was another thing too is that frame, you know, the grip is just so thin. You know, that for whatever reason this feels better than the
Because it's
42.
hand shaped.
Yeah, I guess I don't know, but anyway, that's enough gushing over the Smith & Wesson. So,
The video's coming out tomorrow, so.
well, Sunday.
Oh, actually, the video coming out,
Yeah, it'll be on
Oh,
Sunday. So
okay.
this is coming out on the 1st.
which is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Sunday is the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
No.
Hey,
And
May
with
the
your
4th be
spirit.
with you.
100% gonna watch some Star Wars on Sunday.
100% not.
Did you
because
go
I'm
to
not.
Did you go to the theater?
No, I saw it on your Instagram.
that
I was
on-
gonna ask. I didn't know if you meant like theater because it was episode 3. So I was
Right.
like, all right, dude,
Yeah, it's 20th anniversary, man.
this is a nice couch and a nice TV, but theater, theater.
Oh, is it playing at the IMAX or
Or no,
AMC?
yeah, AMC. Yeah, it's their 20th anniversary.
I'm surprised the Wareham just played Raiders. So
What?
they've been playing
Oh,
movies
right,
every
yeah, yeah.
Friday.
Mhm.
They had Raiders on last Friday. And I wanted to go, but
So
I was at
don't
Kansas City.
if you go, keep your expectations low. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
It's a fun event. You go.
And you can
but-
buy beer.
You can buy beer.
Yeah.
Or they have like not mimosas, but what's the other things like wine,
Sangria.
sangrias.
Yeah.
I don't
And-
practice sangria,
It was
but I ain't got no
Christmas
crystal
of
ball.
23
That's Santeria.
That's sangria.
Santeria.
Not sangria. Why would you practice Santeria? What is even Santeria?
Why would you
I
practice
thought Santeria was
sangria?
like a waltz. Okay, we might all be super wrong here, dude.
Why would you practice anything but a fantastic drink of wine and a ton of fruit?
I don't know. I don't know how you would practice it to begin with. But anyway, I was
Sorry.
Christmas time of 23, they had Elf. So I go up there and have some of the sangrias, and those things are strong. And so I had a beer first, and then Nan's like, hey, this is too strong. Can you finish it? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I finished her sangria. And then I was like, I think I need another one. She goes down and gets another one. And then after that, we go to Manhattan Brewing.
Oh.
And I was like,
Well, Manhattan Brewing makes sangria.
Yes.
So all the alcohol served at the Wareham is from Manhattan Brewing.
Oh,
Company.
I didn't know that.
Oh, right. Frog Fest is this weekend.
what is it?
What?
Frog Fest. It's essentially like a indie band that they hold it, or indie band festival they hold in the alleyway between the Wareham and the corrections facility. In that that little
Did you say Grogfest?
frog, like ribbit frog.
Oh,
What is that?
I've never
Just-
heard of that,
It's just
dude.
a music like
Oh,
4 or 5 bands will play and they'll
I know
have
that
beer.
the Kanza Fest or the Flint Hills Fest is
Yes.
happening this weekend.
So
yeah,
right there next to the courthouse?
and there's a corrections facility right there too.
I didn't know
It's
that.
it's community correction. So
Yeah.
if you're on parole, stop by and get a beer.
Oh, that works out really
Yeah,
good
yeah,
for a
it's
lot
convenient.
of those guys, I bet.
But they essentially what they do is they have a projection screen and a projector, and then they just toss in a DVD, and there you go.
Yeah.
You watch the movie.
But it's like $5. It's like
I mean, yeah, it's a
like
good time.
$5-6.
It's still a good time.
Hmm.
You go, have popcorn, beer, whatever.
My wife and daughter went to go see when they did the Frozen sing along.
Oh.
And she said it was fantastic because no one cared. And because it's Frozen,
Well,
so everyone was
they-
singing along. And
Obviously, they
everyone's
let
having-
it go.
Yeah, they did let it go
Mm-hmm.
for the first time in forever.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'd be down to go do something like that. I didn't even know there. When I saw that, I was like, dude, Star Wars in theaters?
Mhm.
What a dream,
Yeah.
right? Like a fever dream. Like, when's the last time you could go do something like that?
yeah,
yeah, when they butchered the series a couple years ago, like we were all there, man.
The last time I was in the theaters was Jackass Forever,
Wow,
and that was
really?
downtown. Yeah,
Oh, really?
Oh wow,
which
okay,
I'm
that's-
hardcore. Like,
Yeah.
I have box set DVDs. I go all the way
Gotcha.
back to Big Brother. I love those guys.
yeah.
I did.
I think the last one we saw in theaters was Moana 2 when that came out.
That's
Take it-
recent. Not
Yeah.
like a month ago.
Like November.
2 months ago. Yeah, was it really?
Yeah, it was November.
God dang.
Were you the one that was telling me about the true story of Moana?
Of Maui.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrifying. isn't it?
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it does not
He's
end
actually
well for the dude.
terrible. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a terrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
then-
what? In spoiler alert for those who haven't seen Moana 2, it actually kind of tracks his downfall, and then then they're like, and he's saved. He doesn't get eaten by the evil goddess's vagina.
Is that what happened?
That's how he
it
dies.
is.
That's how the demigod dies. Is he tries to play a trick on this female evil demigod. So he turns himself to a worm, climbs up into her vagina. But she was aware of the plan, so she put like a Venus flytrap that ate the worm in her vagina.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like super fucked up, dude.
Yeah, and it's so funny because not too long after he told me that, I had a reel drop in my Instagram feed that was
About it.
broke the whole thing down.
I didn't know Polynesians got dark like that, dude. Like,
Dude,
that's-
man, they used to kill like children.
nah, well, who didn't?
Yeah,
You know
who,
what I mean? Like-
who did it? But we did it in a civilized manner. How dare you? We put them in the mines, and they at least did work before they
The
died.
children yearn for the mines.
Yearn for the mines.
Dude, seriously though, so my 2.5-year-old daughter,
Yeah.
huge bluey kick for like the last,
Yeah.
8 months. I will like 1 or 2 times a year, like every 6 to 8 months, hit this like 1 week Minecraft cycle. Like I never play video games anymore, but occasionally I'll just be like, bust the Minecraft out. So like 6 weeks ago, hop on, start playing a little Minecraft, and Nora comes in and just, I mean like a bug. She refuses to let it go now. Like slowly it's taking over. All the bluey stuff is going away. All this Minecraft stuff is coming in. Nothing to do with the film, by the way.
Yeah.
It's ironic timing. But so now every day it's like I'm sitting at my desk, busting my ass, getting stuff down. She just like comes in, Minecraft? I'm just like, oh my God,
They
dude.
yearn for the mines.
I don't get it. Like
I don't get.
I
I
a lot of
remember
Minecraft lately.
I remember having like a beta key for that in like 2008, and it was fun. We had a great time until my friend Houston put. There was a guy that we hung out with us we didn't like, so he put a flaming cross in his front yard of his house, and then that guy I think killed himself, and then we have not played it since.
Okay.
Wow,
So yeah, it's a
that got dark. Real
dark.
Yeah,
it's,
dude. Good
it's
Lord.
it's. Hey, I mean that's what that is what online gaming used to be.
Yeah.
I don't want to I don't want to delve that far back, but like those who survived like the 2005 to like 2010 internet, like the video game culture there, like that's the stuff we did and we laughed
Bro,
about it.
the Halo lobbies were
Halo lobbies,
brutal.
Call of Duty
Yes.
lobbies.
Yes.
And now it's like I was playing, what was I just playing recently? The new Delta Force game. And like if enough teammates don't like what you're doing, you get like banned for like a fucking day or something. It's some stupid shit like that. It's
Should have never put democracy in video games. That's so dumb.
No, keep it tribal.
Yeah, there's actually aren't there like AI programs that are like sifting through chats and stuff like that and will
Yeah.
boot you?
Yep.
Just I mean, you don't even have to be voted out. You just get booted by the system.
Yep.
So
Rainbow Six is the biggest offender. Granted, it is a Canadian company, so like Ubisoft,
yeah.
Ubisoft, they're the worst. Like, how
Which is
dare
super
how dare
crazy because one of my like all-time favorites is Far Cry 5.
you? Yeah,
Amazing game. Literally about a cult fighting cops.
Yeah.
Like it's good. Blown away that came out of Montreal
it's
because like that's dark.
it's so weird. Like we'll have video games where, like I can like you today. You can go online, buy a copy of GTA 5, go kill a hooker after raping her, and then get your money back. But heaven forbid you call someone like any sort of negative term because they suck
Ever.
at a video game.
Yep.
Like, how dare you? This is the internet. We are cultured people.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that with Rainbow Six being Canadian and everything, shouldn't you just be able to say sorry and then that just reverses everything?
Sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's silly. That's why I've kind of stopped playing online games just because of how, like, that's how it is these days. Like
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Hey, that wasn't very nice of you." Like I remember this happened about probably like 8 years ago now. Like I was playing Final Fantasy 14 with a bunch of people, and this gal kept on talking about how much her teeth hurt because she has this like rotting disease. I'm like, I don't know. Stop playing video games then. Go get your teeth fixed. I don't know what the fuck you want. And I got banned from this guild because you were very mean to her. That was not very nice. She's suffering. I'm like, then stop fucking playing a video game. Go do something about it. I don't know what to tell you.
Take care of yourself,
Yeah,
man.
don't sit there and play video games and eat Cheetos.
And then my other friend, Jay Baltz, right? Freaking, he has been on me for like the last 2 weeks about Oblivion. With
Oh
the
yeah,
remastered,
yep.
I meant to send this to you. I'm gonna show you right now. I have it on my phone.
but he's like, he sends me a Starship Troopers. He's like, you know what to do. He just shows
Shane Gillis, dude.
Yeah, so what we're showing is someone made a character that looked exactly like Shane Gillis, and the first thing says, "Where you getting all this cheese wheels, Danny?"
I'm making him at night.
I'm making them at night.
Making him midnight. Yeah, that's.
That's good, dude.
Well, it's a weird thing. This weird culture phenomenon we're kind of running into though, because it's like a pendulum where like 2000, like I'm gonna say the Call of Duty lobbies of 2007, 2008, and then we went all the way to the right. So, and now, like people, like now we're moving back, and we're going to go way,
It's
way
gonna swing far
worse.
beyond 2007.
Yes. And it's funny because like people like Shane Gillis. And the comedian culture is like, fuck it, we don't care anymore. Like, we're just going to say whatever we want. Do damn the consequences.
Fine.
Well, I mean, just being able to walk around using the hard R again, you know? It's like,
No, we're not saying that. Like, I'm not.
I use it every day. You can ask Nan.
Yeah, sorry.
Freaking
Sorry.
use it every day.
Okay, we're talking about two different words.
No. Not the N word.
I was about to say this.
Oh yeah, no, I was on board there the whole time.
I was on board at second. I was like, yeah, we were just going around and saying hard R's now. I'm like, God damn it, dude.
Not the N word. No.
No,
Freaking
no.
retarded. God, what is wrong with you? Jeez. So I'm now freely using that word.
To all my
where, like,
gingers out there, he didn't mean it. All right.
where it's like 2 years ago, if you would have used it, people would have like completely banned you.
Yeah, you'd got fired.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
my best joke I ever came up with. I was talking to my buddy. We're talking about video games, and I was like,
This is the time you didn't look in the mirror, right? Best joke. Come on, guys.
Oh.
You gotta.
Okay,
man.
cool.
Come
Okay.
on.
I have to loosen up over here.
yeah, we were texting back and forth, and we were talking about like remasters of game. It's like, yeah, if you really want to get people mad, take something that's fun and jovial and add a hard R at the end of it, and everyone starts hating it. Like Call of Duty R remastered, and and I sent this, and I was laughing at myself like, this is so funny. This is such a really culturally relevant joke. And he calls me like 30 seconds after I sent that last text. I'm like, oh God, like I'm in trouble now because he like either had it on on some like voice to text thing in a meeting, and he calls me. He's like, hey, my dad is currently going through a mental health crisis and may have hurt himself. Can you go check on him?
Oh God.
I'm like, now this joke I've created is so great. And now it's forever going to be tainted with that story. So
You either live long enough to die a hero or become the villain.
I'm not a villain. What was it? I'd much rather live the life of 1,000 fools than breathe one life as a tyrant.
Was that Jack Sparrow?
I don't know. It was there was a reel I saw. It was it's like this whole thing about Catan, like Settlers of
board game?
Catan. Yeah, the board game.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was like these two guys that were back and forth. It was like very, a bunch of guys playing. Hey, oh yeah, I'm gonna trade this. And then it was they moved the bandit, and he moved on. His friends like, I see there's a mistake. Tell me what your eyes see. What mistake did your eyes see? Explain. He's like, the bandit. It's not on my land. Where the wheat, where your people enjoy your wheat. He's like, we have no longer need for your wheat. We buy sheep from the north. We had an alliance. If you thought that was an alliance, then you are a fool. So, and then they had this exchange back and forth, and this third guy's like, hey, yeah, longest road. Hey, I won, guys. So, like a
Right.
normal Catan game.
So there's half an hour worth of games.
Games.
I was
there.
just gonna say, how much overlap do you think there is? I bought goat guns at NRAM this year.
You bought some?
Yeah, I've
Goat
literally
guns?
like never.
Oh, yeah,
I've
goat
never
guns.
bought a goat gun before.
What is a
Um,
goat gun for those uninitiated?
Yeah, they're miniature models of functional firearms.
What
Like
is-
I bought an
Not
SVD.
functional. I mean, it's not
Well,
like.
I mean, everything's functional if you got the right tools.
I guess
Tiny
That's true.
powder loads. I could put one powder in each of them. Just one.
This one, yeah.
Once.
Yeah, one time.
But they articulate.
Articulate.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Better than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, they're fun. It's really cool.
yeah.
Built an
So you
SVD
I
when
had
I
a
got
Barrett. I had a Barrett 50 cal.
Home. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can, actuate the bolt
Yeah.
and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
bipods work. Scope works. Magazine, put rounds in it.
Didn't HRT come out with GI Joes too?
No, they just had a guy there who they just kind of like collabed with, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There's like this GI Joe company that had a HRT kit on it, right? Was that it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess kind of cloned their kit, I guess. And I'm trying to look up Black Ops. Yep, Black Ops Toys is who they are, and they're actually pretty cool. I thought they were pretty cool anyway.
No, it was cool.
I mean, I geek out on that type of stuff. So
I can see that definitely being really cool. With like if you as a father have like small children, like hey, you want to kind of get them into it, like because I have $2, so I haven't really looked too much into it just yet. But it just seems like the days of going to like the boys section of a toy store and seeing like GI Joes, the toy guns, like there's Nerf. There's Super Soaker. There's like a couple.
This is the Black Ops thing?
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
yeah, it's a little 249
Yeah. And then
mock up he's got going on with it.
but like the days of, going and buying like the SAS survival kit with like a pistol shoots a dart and then go buy like 6 GI Joes and walkie-talkies seems to be kind of
It's over, dude. Now it's like Star Wars and Minecraft pickaxes.
Yeah.
And that's what's in the boys aisle.
yeah.
And cars models.
And the crazy thing is, like with Minecraft, my daughter is super into Minecraft and has been for years at this point. So she's about to turn 16, and she's been playing Minecraft since, at least since 2020.
I think the first time I met your daughter, she was playing Minecraft with a friend.
Yeah.
At your house?
Yeah, that sounds about right. So she's just been all about it, and I don't get it. I don't get Minecraft.
I get it. I understand it because it's very similar to like for us normal age people. For you, wooden blocks might be the best equivalent, but like for us, Legos,
Right?
Yeah.
like growing up with Legos,
Digital
like
Legos for sure.
Yeah, it's the digital Lego set. That's what it is, and it's a lot easier to access. I mean, back when we were kids, you get the Legos you get, and if you build something cool, you had to tear it all down to build. It's free, and I don't know, the game's not free anymore. It used to be, but it's like $15. You get access to as much Legos and time and it's all your imagination. So it's a cool creative outlet, and they do some cool stuff with it. I think my favorite my favorite Minecraft thing that's actually out right now is there is a world you can download. They call them seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You can download them, and inside is a library with with a ton of books.
Oh yeah,
that you can actually
yeah.
go
Actual
read
knowledge.
books
Yeah.
in the game, in the library, and the whole idea behind it was there's some countries that, one, don't have access to libraries, and two, even if they have access to libraries, very restrictive what you're allowed to read. So you can go. So it's meant to like share knowledge with a ton of with the world. Essentially, you just need a computer that can run Minecraft, which is not it's not a demanding game. You can run on. I think you even have it on your
There's
phone
mobile
now.
versions, yeah.
So it's just there's some cool stuff that happens with it, much like all other technology. There's like all these wonderful things, and then there's Rule 34. So,
What's Rule 34?
Yeah, I'm not tracking on that.
my God, Rule 34 of the internet states that if you can imagine it, there's probably a porn of it.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that was something that I've noticed a trend. Have you seen like all of the thirst traps on
Dude, it's
100%.
on Instagram?
a real thing.
But they're they've got like Down syndromes.
yeah. I've seen the Down
Yeah.
syndrome OnlyFans
You know what it
model.
is? Yeah. You know what it is? It's a filter.
I was gonna say it's AI for sure. Right?
Oh yeah, it's a filter. And I was like texting with this guy that runs a meme page, and I was like, I can't believe that they created a filter for this. And I'm sure there are plenty of dudes that are like
Into it.
First of
yeah,
all,
oh yeah,
I
First
find
of all,
them at night.
the porn industry is about to collapse. 100%. The next 5-10 years, the entire porn industry as we know it as our age
because of AI girlfriends.
because of AI girlfriends
Yep.
and AI generated stuff.
Yep.
And just you could the OnlyFans model it was probably the pinnacle of real person adult entertainment, but now it's gonna be some dude that knows what dudes like, sitting behind a computer with an AI generated chick, and he will make them do whatever you want, and you're gonna pay $8-10 a month to have a free online girlfriend that does a lot more weird stuff than any OnlyFans model is gonna do.
Yep.
And it's all be run by dudes because dudes are just doing all this stuff. So
and then they're gonna start creating droids. You know?
oh, they already have those.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
Japan,
but
like they
We just
already have
covered
those.
like 3 films, by the way. Like there was, I was sitting here thinking like when you started with like AI girlfriends, I was like, oh, Blade Runner. Yep, that's a
Yep,
big thing
yep,
there.
yep,
You know,
yep, yep.
definitely. And then you kind of moved on into like dudes controlling hot chicks, and I was
Yeah.
like, gamer with
Gerard Butler?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
100%. And then we just wrapped up with what was that very last bit you said?
the
the
robots.
droids.
Oh
iRobot.
yeah, the Megan Fox movie, the
Oh,
Subservient.
Transformers?
Oh shit, Transformers. Kick the table. My bad. Subservient.
no.
Have you seen that
I
one?
don't-
No,
Netflix special.
it's definitely one of those like Megan Fox was like, oh, Transformers. That's
It's
it.
like the
And you have weird thumbs, dude.
it's the pinnacle of
yes, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox and the Transformers craze.
No, wasn't she in another Michael Bay movie that came out after Transformers?
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
Yes.
Did she play Robin?
What? Robin.
Was
April.
that her?
April.
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 Yeah, I was
I
like,
was like, what is
Robin.
wrong?
Robin.
No.
Robin.
Yeah.
No, 100% was April.
Yes.
She was. Oh.
Yeah. Johnny Knoxville's in it. I actually enjoyed those films.
Yeah.
They were
Is this
I did-
the
I did
more
enjoy it.
recent ones? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The 2016,
Ish.
2015.
Yeah.
No.
So
Pretty
yeah,
good.
I like those. Yeah, but I'm a comic book nerd anyway.
This is what's like. I think I've hit like that weird middle aged nostalgia. Like if I haven't already watched it, read it, or played it like 18 times, I don't venture out. Like the other day, I was looking at Netflix. I was like, oh, Kingdom of Heaven. Let's watch this. Oh, yeah, I've seen it like a million times. Yeah, Jerusalem Still Falls. And then you're like, man, that was fun. What should I watch next? Oh, 6 days. I'll watch this for like the 90th time again. Spoiler alert: SAS wins.
It's a form of autism, is what it is.
I think it's more of it's more of a sophisticant thing.
Is that where we're moving into the like? Yeah, that next generation's music sucks.
I've had
It really does though.
It
like-
does. It does. It absolutely
does.
sucks.
It sucks.
It's
You're
so
talking
bad,
to a
dude.
diehard emo.
Dude, it's really funny if you play emo music to like 16, 17-year-old kids or like even like teenage kids. They're like, wow, I feel this. I'm like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to feel like.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hate
It's called
yourself.
angst.
You're supposed to hate yourself.
You're supposed to do this.
father.
No, it's a weird, and the best way I can describe it is my understanding, and I don't listen to a whole lot of modern music. That's my biggest downfall. But all of it's like self-bloviating. It's like I'm the best. I'm the like nothing could touch me. Like the amount of poo shiesty fucking lyrics I know because of kids yelling it at me is.
Who is that?
Pooh Shiesty, he's a rap artist. You know how like all these kids are wearing ski masks now. Like it's a common thing.
Yeah, I get it.
Kids
Yeah.
are?
Kids
Yeah.
are like
Mhm.
you'll have like teenage kids go to school with ski masks on.
Yep.
I do, but that's because I like Allied Threads, not
Yeah.
because I don't know who Pooh Shiesty is.
Pooh
Yeah.
Shiesty, he's
Yeah.
a rap artist. And
They're trying to live that goon life.
yeah, no, it's the
They don't even know yet.
Yeah, they don't know.
it is the goon life because they do the whole like, oh, it's because my ops are trying to get me, and if they don't, they can't see my face, my ops can't get me. Like, what the fuck's an ops, dude? And he goes, opposition. You know, the people trying to get me. You're 12, dude. There's no one trying to get you. The biggest worry you have to fucking worry about is your math test, dude. God.
And that's Common Core, so.
Yeah, it's Common Core, so just like carry the one. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, dude.
Math is math. You can't change it.
Okay, Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, dude, thank you.
So it's,
I don't quote much Disney, but I do like The Incredibles.
No,
It's because Elastigirl's.
Yeah, I mean, Disney knew what they were doing.
yeah.
Disney knew what they were doing. They don't put hips on women like that for no reason.
Especially in the 40s, dude. Like, good lord.
Like,
Oh my goodness.
oh my god.
All right, so
Way
let's
off
talk.
topic.
Let's talk about NRAM.
Yeah.
You just got back
Oh, yeah,
from NRAM.
guns.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
the whole
should probably
purpose
talk
of
about
NRAM.
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
You
so
survived.
you survived it. The
Yeah, I made it
ATL.
back. No sick.
What- I mean,
ATL was filthy, dog. But
Yeah.
if you've ever been there, you know. So
The only reason I would go to ATL outside of NRAM is to go to a Turquoise Jeep concert. It's really terrible music.
I'm
but
shaking my
yes.
head for those of you
Yeah,
who
yeah,
cannot
everyone,
see my face right
like,
now.
I'm dropping some like obscure references over here today, so just don't mind me. Yes, turquoise Jeep. Go Google. I'll send it to you guys.
Turquoise
later.
Jeep.
Turquoise Jeep.
I'm gonna look it up.
It is a great playlist for when you and your lady are having some special time.
Oh.
There's a song called
Yeah.
Sex Syrup. Yes. It's great. It's
Buddy, your
fantastic.
breath.
Okay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So, none of that at NRAM.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Pretty PG actually.
Where was it?
The Congress World Convention Center,
Okay.
which is quite large. Yeah,
So-
I was shocked. It's really big.
So spatially, I'm not familiar with
Right
Atlanta.
next to Ben Stadium, so where the Falcons play.
Oh, okay.
Huge downtown, cool stadium.
Yeah.
There's a massive convention center
I'm-
right there.
I know where like the Olympic area
yes,
is.
right there.
It's right there. Okay.
Right there.
All right.
Yep. And they were actually doing this was like coinciding with like a fitness games, like athletic.
But no bombs this time.
No bombs this time.
That's good.
Yeah, at least not while I was there. Yeah, I don't know. My experience was really busy this year, so I didn't get normally I get time to just like cruise a little bit, but we took some new product and launched a little bit of that while we were down there, and that kept us really busy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a media schedule this year because Elise, she doesn't really like cameras or microphones, and is our marketing director, which makes her fantastic with clicks and engagement and numbers, and she gets that, but she does not like public engagement. So she handed a little bit of that off. So I went and did Radio Row this year.
Nice.
Stayed busy doing that. So yeah, I didn't get a ton of time to like actually cruise and check stuff out, but I'm trying to think of something that I saw that was just like, damn, that was sick.
Was that can we talk about the thing you traded for?
What do you mean?
The
bullpup.
The bullpup thing?
Oh, that was that shot. Yeah. So
that
that
was a shot?
Yeah, that was that
Oh,
shot.
oh,
Yeah,
that
so I've
was
been
interesting.
sitting on that for a while.
Yeah, that's a hot minute, dude.
Yeah. And I've kind of like, so it's the Reap Weaponry's SCY.
Mm-hmm.
Psi, and I don't know if it's short for, it's like,
Super
it's an
carbine.
Yeah, it's an anagram
YOLO.
for something, but I thought it was short for scythe because, their
yeah,
whole thing's
that's
a
right.
reap and
it's short, so they only put the first 3 letters.
oh,
There you go.
that makes more sense.
We'll go with that.
Cool guys. Really, really good dudes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, we hooked him up with Blackbeard, and that's the only bullpup that Blackbeard works in. So I was like, yeah, I think we should probably take some pictures of it and show it off and stuff. But
Okay. Yeah, I was say.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. You probably work out real well with like a BRN 180.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say that'd probably be.
I know for sure the Descent's on that list. Like, I'm sitting here thinking of all the compatible rifles that it was advertised with. Descent, BRN 180.
What about the SIG stuff?
No MCX. It has to be, well, maybe? No, MCX requires buffer.
Is it?
It has to be bufferless.
This is the
thing.
problem with like SIG with me. Like, there's so many, like with that there, like the MCX.
But the Spear doesn't. The Spear is bufferless.
Right, but is it on a standard lower?
Man, yeah. I don't
It
know.
has to be a standard lower.
Got to be a standard lower
bufferless.
with a removable trigger guard, so it can't be billet, which is
Oh.
like one of the big problems I have. All my ARs are billet. I don't have
Hey,
anything
nothing.
with
Hey, we got some Dremels. We can fix that.
I don't want to cut them, dude. I mean, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I did find out today that speaking of like bufferless designs, piston guns and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the FRTs won't work in them.
Really?
Yeah, Micah Mayfield did that. He put a FRT in everything.
Oh, didn't Grantham just have a video of it?
An FRT, yeah.
FRT in a bufferless thing.
He had it in a 416.
Nope. He had it in
100% just saw that one. I did watch that one.
Just saw it today. Let me pull it up here for.
With Micah, he put it in. He put it in the boombox. It ran in that. It would not.
They have ran in
And
the
a
boombox?
rattler.
He put it into one of the SIG variants. It didn't work in that.
There's a video of Grantham using it on a rattler.
Which is an MTX, but that is bufferless. It's got a side folding. Are all of them bufferless?
think so.
They are.
Yeah.
It might work in an MCX.
M400. I don't know. Well, I'll have to go back. I can't remember which. What
M400 is an AR. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember what failed. He did try it on the what is it? The all gen 12 gauge.
Mm-hmm.
the Genesis.
The Genesis.
Yeah, the Genesis 12 gauge, and it wouldn't work. And the reason why was because it was like there's this tab on the back of the FRT that is just too short, and it has to interface with the bolt.
Right.
And it's just too short. But Delta Team Tactical, I guess, is
MIG welder and a grinder.
I know they're going to be like they're just going to swap that piece out and make it a little bit longer, so it'll interface with AR-10s and the Genesis. Yeah.
Be so sick.
But it worked in the Daniel Defense, the new PCC that they have.
Yep.
It worked in that, so
That'd be fun.
It's like I bet you by like this time next year, the ATF will find a way to ban FRTs somehow.
Well,
and then, but two,
it's almost like I am glad I purchased one yesterday. So
no, you didn't purchase one yesterday.
Yeah, I did.
I had a Watt
Let's
from
just-
the old days. I still got a Watt laying around.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought the rare breed.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, the actual FR. Isn't that it? Didn't Rare Breed originally release the? Yeah.
Yep.
So this is just my personal opinion. The FRTs would be great if they made more like in the 9mm PDW range.
Yeah.
Rather than the rifle. Like I know we talked about this with your red hand, like the civilian AR, like the
IAR.
IAR. I see that being a viable platform. I think it's a much cooler idea and like a 9mm PCC because the whole reason the 9mm PCC, why a short like rifle cartridge pistol is better than a PCC because it's the same size, just one shoots rifle and one shoots 9mm. And
Dude, it's cowboy thought process.
Yeah.
It makes sense to carry both.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but it's at the point outside of like if you had like a 9mm PCC with like a 10, 15, 16-inch barrel,
Right.
like velocity, the increase in velocity or the inaccuracy, sure, you can argue that all day, but if you're a capable pistol shooter with a like optics mounted handgun, you can do just everything that you could do with a PCC in a smaller package.
True. Yeah, I'm tracking.
The only difference, the only difference is one's a slightly lower staple because you have 3 points of contact instead of holding a 1.5 pound object in front of you and hoping for the best. That's just my thought process. And then if you can make it full auto, then it's worth it. So
Why can't we buy machine guns?
we can.
We should be able to.
You
at
can.
Walmart.
Well, but I mean, like,
You can.
Machine
You
guns.
always buy machine guns. It's just depending if you want them legal or not.
I mean, if you know a guy at the ATF that has contacts with the cartel, I mean, you can find them pretty easily.
get some things Fast and Furious if you
Yeah,
need 'em.
exactly. Some Fast and Furious stuff, for family.
Yeah, for family.
Yeah,
But-
no, I 100% think we should be able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, duh. But
So you talked with you went down Radio Row, you said.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that's actually at least probably did you a solid because I mean you definitely have the gift for gab and can just kind of
I don't feel like I do tonight. I'm
No,
just
you
more
do.
in shock over here listening to you guys.
No,
that's
you
fine.
do.
You have
man.
good
Freaking,
stories.
Anytime that we start talking, it's like when we saw each other at Ace, and you traded your.
Don't say it on air because
What'd you trade?
I'm ashamed of that trade.
What'd you trade?
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
What do you trade?
Really?
Yeah.
What do you
And
trade?
I love the RXM. I love it. I really do.
Oh, that's where you got your RXM from?
No.
Oh.
No,
No,
I
dude,
got a new one.
I
Okay.
had
Well,
an
it's on
Echelon just tricked out. I had an Icarus
Mm-hmm.
Ace grip, which is nuts, by the way.
Mhm.
Feels fantastic. Gave them like, I don't know, 4 mags.
Mhm.
And what else did I have in there? I think that was it. A couple of plates. A couple of
Yeah.
plates that didn't come with the
Mhm.
Echelon. Gave it all up and the extra, the original grip, for a brand new RXM with a TLRH HL1. Yeah,
What do you say about that trade? Like,
dude, because the value proposition was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Like I gave him a bunch of money,
Mm-hmm.
but in all fairness, I do love the RXM, and it is trick completely out. Like that's my go-to carry now.
Okay.
And I like the RXM, and it's coming around a little bit better for me. I'm an internet hype guy. Like I see the gun, I'm like, I'm gonna make some moves and figure out how to get that gun because like I want it, and it's kind of hot shit right now.
Yeah.
Initially was really disappointed in the trigger, like disappointed. But
It's weird though. That trigger is really weird.
Yeah. It's a squishy travel. The wall is debatable, and like the reset's not as short as you want it to be. But I do like the angle better than stock Glock. The angle of the trigger and the 1911 grip angle is really nice.
Yep.
And I have Glock shit on it. Like I've got like a nice, extended magazine base plate. I put my Harusan on it, so like it's good and I like it. I just feel a little ashamed that like I had a sick echelon and I gave it up for that.
I think it's still there.
No one's bought it.
I don't think so.
I feel better.
I need to go back and look. As of last week, it was still there. I need to double check this week though, because I've been like eyeing it. Not that I'm a
you've been eyeing it.
I'm not like a big fan of Springfield stuff, and the echelon is interesting, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know.
It's a good pistol, dude. Like it's fun to shoot.
Yeah, and that's what I've heard. John
didn't you guys shoot it when we went out to?
maybe that was so many moons ago.
It was.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I took the echelon out there, and that's
that
when I
what
tried
you
to do
had?
burpees and stuff.
Yeah.
That same day.
That was the echelon.
That I had that out there, and that's what I shot most of the day. And then when we went back to 100 yards and like tried to ring steel, well, I did ring steel, but
I was shooting a 43 with iron sights. I was giving you guys a fair chance.
that was with the Anderson that I got painted up. So
Okay.
yeah.
Where'd
So I
you
took a couple
get that
guns.
done? Here in town?
The paint?
Yeah. You did it yourself?
That was my day off, bruh.
Oh, day off.
Yeah,
Ah.
that was a rattle can, man.
Oh, okay.
So when he commented on that, I was like, I'm like Rembrandt with Krylon cans. Like I can't stop, dude.
That was yeah, that happens. There's like years, like there'll be like 1 year where everything gets spray painted.
Yep.
And it's addicting because you'll spray paint a rifle like, what else can I spray paint?
Yep.
But you have to be good. Like I
Uh-huh.
started with just like good old battle spray paint.
Yep.
Like all those years ago, half layered between green and tan, gave her the mesh and was like, operator. You know what I mean? And then from there I was like, hold on, wait a minute. I can paint something. And then I started doing some cool stuff.
I think my go-to now is going to be the sponge. I did that.
Dude,
with
the sponge is good.
It's so good.
It's a good look.
It's such a good look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I had a summer where I spray painted like 3 rifles, my bipod, a backpack, kit. I was just like, what else can I spray paint?
Yeah.
A water bottle too. I spray painted like a Nalgene.
It's been a year. Like I haven't painted anything for a whole year. And the only reason I know this is because there's a paint group I'm in on Facebook that like I put them all on there. And yeah, the last time I painted was a year ago because I posted this yesterday and like went and looked at my history. I was like, oh shit, it was a year ago I painted a gun. So
Yeah, and I painted 2 of my rifles, and same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I got to paint, everything. But then I started, after I did the first 2 rifles, I started looking at them again, and I was like, this is awful. This is awful.
No,
No. It's not that they're painted. It's the paint job that I did was awful.
No, it's unique to you.
Okay. What do you
there
mean?
are some that are bad.
Oh, there's some that are
There are
terrible.
some that are bad.
Yes.
I'm not suggesting yours are. Dude, the scope looks good. Like I would put that.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh.
That's Matt. Bought
Yeah.
that from Matt
Oh, you bet.
Murray.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
We go hit you.
Matt,
you
if you're
spray
listening, I would buy your paint can. So
Yeah.
like,
I mean, your Mark 12 looks okay.
yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm overly critical, I guess. So,
yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah,
So-
I buy that.
Yeah. It's just-
100%.
Well, it's the nice thing about spray painting your guns too. It's like, if I paid somebody, $200-300 to Cerakote it, and that's what it's going to look like for the rest of its life, would I be happy with some of my paint jobs? Absolutely not. But I'm like, if in the general use of my rifle, this thing is going to be black here in the next like 2 or 3 years, and I'm going to have to spray paint it all over again.
Dude, and you can citrus strip your gun like no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give her a bath, put a little bit of the old citrus on there, and you're good. Like, it's right back to original.
The interesting thing is the IAR at home that I did, the barrel turned purple, or not purple, pink.
What?
Yeah, it turned pink. I'll get it for you. It's really weird.
Oh, do you actually have the upper now? Or is
not
from
Red Right Hand?
Okay,
not yet.
it's the one that you
the one I did. So it's
the IR at home.
20-inch M16A4 clone from PSA.
Okay.
So I spray painted that, and the barrel got so hot that it turned the paint pink.
What?
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
You go
right?
get some grill paint for it. And just...
I'll go get it right now.
Okay.
A1. So full stock.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite. That's one of the most nostalgic noises for me when shooting an AR is on like those A2. Yeah, the dong, dong.
Yeah.
You can hear the spring just like through your jawline.
Those. I still am a huge fan of fixed stocked ARs. It's just buffer's better. Buffer tube with
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Significantly.
The one I really want to try to shoot is like one of those PDW braces where it's like this big, but it
like directly.
Oh
on.
yeah, it did.
What?
Turn out.
What happened? This is heat?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that was like
Dude, this thing is sick though.
Yeah,
it's
This is GWatt. Like
yeah. So that was I filmed that. The first video I did.
why does the selector go that far backwards?
Don't worry about it. Because that's a binary.
Sick.
So the first video that I did was kind of like your IAR at home, and it was like a 95-degree day, and then I dumped like probably 300 rounds in a matter of just a few minutes because I got the D60, then I had a couple 40s, and just kept on plugging away, and the barrel ended up getting so hot that it turned the paint pink.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I've literally never seen that.
Yeah, so it's just most of the barrel is tan paint.
Was.
Yeah, and it just had some type of, I don't know, freaking molecular change because of the heat.
Yeah, it's pretty nostalgic holding this thing. It's pretty
Well,
kick-ass.
and Red Right Hand is going to send me one of their uppers.
He makes IAR parts. You're a Marine, right?
Army.
Army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's not. He developed a whole like heat sink system around the barrel so that he could develop these uppers that could dissipate heat a lot better. Yeah. So,
You listened to our episode with him.
I did.
Yeah.
I think it's ringing bells.
Yes.
So.
I delete him too from my memory. I'm like, okay, gotta get rid of that conversation.
So his won't blow like gas tubes as easily as like that will.
So it's got like a bunch of heat sinks in it, or
Yeah.
is that what it is? Seriously,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remembered it
basically
from the
what is.
episode.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's basically what it is, and it's just a little bit more of a robust barrel. Not necessarily like a bull barrel, but a heavier profile.
Didn't he have like a 28-inch barrel with like a surprise, like a video he came out with was like
I'm sure
28 or 30-inch barrel, and then he put like a full-length can on it. It was just like this fucking musket.
Is that the one where he was talking about why people should have suppressors? Because it like
this video is,
That sounds like it'd burn out to me, dude.
well,
I don't know the barrel that long, but
yeah, his point with like his IARs is definitely put a suppressor on it because it hides flash better than a flash hider. So unless you're running titanium.
it was one of those just joke things, but
Okay.
but it's still absolutely just hilarious how long this fucking thing was. I'm scrolling through your Facebook, man. Not you, but
Red Right Hand.
Red Right Hands, because he has like this length barrels. Like
that's a stick, dude.
that is a stick.
Yeah,
I think
that is sexy
Oh,
though,
yeah.
dude. That is cool.
Yeah, and his uppers are are more expensive than like what I have right there. And
Yeah.
like that upper, that whole entire rifle, it's like PSA M16A4 clone. We're talking like $800.
Really?
Yeah. But his upper alone is probably like $1,200.
Oh yeah.
And the reason is because of all the heat sinks
works.
and all of the
Yeah.
premium parts that go into it. I mean, we even dived into talking about, is chrome lining really even needed for barrels, or should you just have like a really good, 4150, steel barrel?
That reminds me. So we were doing that HTI thing at Chacho. You guys came by and saw the big long guns from
Right.
Italia.
See,
Yeah.
I didn't. I wasn't there, but
Right, but you know what I'm talking about.
yeah. I know.
Okay. All right. So they do the Mosin. Come on. Mauser salt bath treatment on the barrels,
Okay.
which is like one of the reasons that slows up production so much and why they're small batch.
Right.
But that is a kick-ass way to cure that metal.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the micro scratches, self-healing, quote unquote, air quotes. But yeah, it's kind of one of those deals where I was like, all right, that's impressive.
Yep.
But the bar stock itself is like not machined down. I mean, like they're as thick as my wrist. So
Yeah. It's just
and I got big arms, folks. So.
yeah. Huge.
But yeah, no, it's that makes sense to me. Run at least maybe not a full bull barrel, but
Yeah.
built up.
And that was one of the reasons why I wanted to jump on one of these FRTs, because having a binary trigger in that is good, but realistically, I could have bought a Geisley trigger and just semi-auto
faster.
really fast, So I was like, well, maybe I should just get an FRT. So I'm going to try to get an FRT. I'll probably swap that out with the FRT and then use that lower on the red right hand upper and then run it and see what happens. So
And then have a couple of squad rifles laying around your house.
yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
So I'll swap out, and the other thing I'll do is I'll swap out the muzzle device and put one of the Griffin Armament dual lock muzzle
yep.
devices on there, so I can run my Griffin suppressor,
Tracking.
and that'll be a great way to get the round count up on it, because I hope to do a video comparing the different multi-cal cans that I have, because I have 4 of them now, and Ace is getting ready to freaking starting July 1st. They just got their paperwork.
Finally. Okay.
Yep.
There going to be a silencer. No, it's not a shot.
So
Silencer
they'll have,
shop. They were have the kiosk.
The
there.
kiosk.
yeah, and they're going to start selling suppressors.
Get out
Yeah.
of
July
town.
1st, man. Freaking
So start saving your money right now.
yeah, exactly. It's going to be really, really bad. I already spend enough money there as it is.
Yeah.
And Troy and Brett, they do a really good job of talking me out of a lot of money. But needless to say, I want to get the round count up on my Griffin HRT 762 suppressor, because I've got the Dead Air Sandman S, and I've got thousands of rounds through that thing. And
Really?
It's been rock solid. It's been like the go-to.
How many
every
times
single
have you cleaned it?
The Sandman?
Yeah.
Never.
Never.
You don't really need to clean a rifle suppressor. The only ones you really need to clean is your 22s.
22s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have all that fouling going through. So
I mean, you realistically, the most that I've ever heard anyone like cleaning is they just take it and put it into a
solvent,
Yeah.
Sonic.
Oh,
cleaner,
ultrasonic
or,
cleaner?
Yeah.
or just even like solvent bath it and then
Yeah.
pull it out.
That's kind of what I always thought. There was like I saw the one that looked like a, like an energy drink shaker,
Yeah.
and then it had like different solvents, and you just let it sit, and then it's got like a cool baby bottle brush kind of thing that goes in there, and just
Essentially, all you do is I put it in like a tub with some solvent cleaner, and then just take a brush and just clean it a little bit. It's not, if at all. Like, I think the 22s you need to clean a lot more, especially because they just get dirty so quick.
I've had my
It's-
Sparrow for a year, and I've cleaned it once already.
Yeah.
Now I will say that the Rugged Obsidian 9 is super easy to service, because it literally just falls apart. Not falls apart, but you can
Yeah.
you can unscrew.
You take it apart.
You can take it apart very, very easily. Now the downside to it is the baffles have that notch, right? So it has the hole for the projectile to go
Right.
through, and then it has a little notch underneath of it, and trying to align those
Oh,
because it has your standard full length, and then you can unscrew it to a K length as well, and then trying to align all of those baffles is
That's why I think JK Armory did it. Or JK Armament did like the modular suppressor the best.
yeah, I
Because
agree with that.
like that's been the joy about my can. I'm like, I want a super long can. Just kidding. Just pull it's each baffle is its own thing. So you just take as many baffles off as you want.
is that the one Grantham did? That was like,
Yeah, like the 30 feet,
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
35 foot one, or they just literally had to. They even like were bending the suppressor and shooting into it, and it still wasn't shooting through it. Yeah, I showed somebody that video at work, and he's just like, because we were talking about suppressors. He's like, yeah, I don't know, they look kind of sketchy and they look shady. I'm like, well, let me show you this video, because I remember this vividly too. I bought the thing, so I bought it back when JK Armories used to sell solvent traps. So it was you buy it, and then you had to form four, and then you can drill it out.
right.
And I remember like the week I got my Form 4 back, and I drilled it out half drunk in my garage with a, like a fucking Harbor Freight power drill.
Not even like a press, just like a drill.
Oh,
Like, that's about the middle there.
Well, the nice thing about it, when you used to buy them, they had this. They have a jig, so you attach the cup to the jig, and then you just.
Right.
But it's still you're trying to go through fucking metal. And so I did that, put it all together, and then we had that Chris Costa class.
Yep.
And I shot it all day with my rifle, and then things were winding down, and I was like, let me throw out my 300 Win Mag and see how this. And Chris Costa was funny because he was promoting JK Armour, like he was like one of the first like influencer guys to promote him on his channel back when they were like nobodies. He was talking about them. That's kind of why I bought it. And he kind of walks me, he's like, oh, what's this? I'm like, JK Armory. Like the thing he goes, yeah, I'd never heard of these before. It's like, hey man, like he's like, oh yeah, I kind of remember those cans. Yeah. What are you shooting out of it? And I'm like, 300 Win Mag. He's like, yeah, I'm leaving. And just walked away. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to walk away from this one. And everything turned out great.
My buddy J-Dub just got from Taylor's. That's his, like, where Ace is my big trouble spot. He goes to Taylor's.
Have you been to TaylorMade?
TaylorMade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's I used to live out there. That was that's
You're-
old JR used to be my go-to man. Yeah.
Well, they had a B&T Grasshopper. What do they call them? The GH9s or whatever. GHM9 or whatever it is. Yeah. So
Is that like the same thing as the Daniel Defense H9? What was like
No,
the
no, no.
predecessor
No, no,
to
no.
that?
Hudson.
Yeah.
not
okay.
the Hudson.
All right.
Not the Hudson. This
Okay.
This is this is like a sub gun.
Oh.
Right?
Okay. All right.
So the
Oh, yeah, that one.
Oh, that's titties. Cool.
yeah. So
All right.
I can't remember the nomenclature of it, and J-Dub tells me all the time. But this is like, you can't tell, but it's like a 3-inch barrel, and then has a suppressor that then screws into another suppressor.
What?
Yeah. So this you
It's
can't
double
really-
canned.
It's a double can.
Literally.
So I'm like,
Well, it's
holy cow.
It's a 2-piece can, so you can take it off. Like you can have.
So it's like smaller baffles into larger baffles.
no, it's more of like a K can, and then you can make it a L can. Like a
Okay,
L
okay,
can, K
okay,
can.
okay.
Yeah,
So,
so-
if you want it, because it's like a 3 or 4 inch barrel, but the handguard it's like a 6 or 7, so you can have it flush with the handguard or
Yep.
add.
So you can like 4
Exactly.
inches a can or
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
okay, I'm tracking.
Yeah. So here's a picture of both of the pieces.
Oh, that's
right?
tight.
Yeah. And then it flush the smaller version, the smaller piece.
That's
flush
really
fits.
hot.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
So,
super clean.
I really want a honey badger. Ever since Modern Warfare 2 came out,
Dude,
like, the
I want a
badger-
honey badger and a sugar
Well,
weasel bad.
And this is what sucks. Matt, you've met him a couple times. He works for the police department.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah.
He's sponsored by Q now. He does the tactical games. He
Neat.
does a bunch of shooting.
Good for him.
And he's one of, I guess I don't know if it's official yet or not, so I probably shouldn't be saying it out loud, but they're sponsoring him. They gave him like 2 or 3 rifles. No ammo, of course, because that's expensive.
Yeah, of course. But I mean,
gave him, I think,
their rifles are expensive.
Their rifle expensive. I think he got a sugar weasel and
Get a fix.
Not the fix. No fixes. Fixes are cool.
Yeah.
But,
Isn't
no,
that
it's
a part
all,
of the
like,
games?
Huh?
Like, isn't there like short, mid, and long? Isn't that a part of like the whole tactical games thing? Am I thinking of the right thing?
You're probably thinking of like the Spartan races, maybe, because they have they have
Short.
3.
You have
I thought it was like 3-gun, but like not pistol, shotgun, rifle. I thought it
no,
was
it's
like,
it's 2-gun. It's tactical games is 2-gun, but they have like different qualifications. Like there's like the like a light division where you and then there's like heavy. There's the
elite.
tactical elite.
okay.
And it's all like the main differences are like equipment you're allowed to have and like the RX weight on
Okay.
like your
And
movements.
then you do have skirmishes, which are going to be like miniature tactical games. So instead of it being like 2 days and 6 events, it's like maybe 4 events in 1 day.
Okay.
And it's
Right.
it's kind of like, and the skirmishes are a little bit more outlaw. So it's like, hey, come as you are sort of event,
Yeah.
not a sanctioned. Oh, according to our rules, you have to have a power factor of your ammo. Power factor in your ammo, and this ammo doesn't meet the qualifications of it. So
But there's another up and coming, like, I don't know if it's up and coming, but there's a YouTuber goes by Delta 34 on YouTube, obviously, and his big thing was like ACOGs. He's a huge ACOG fan, so he like take an ACOG and put it in a fire, and let it sit in the fire, and then like put it on and go out and shoot like 400 yards, no problem. Well, he's now doing a run and gun where you're like literally running through the woods and you have no idea where your targets are. You have to go through, you'll come up on a like shooting position, but that's it. That's all you get. You may have some targets to your
No
right.
target data or anything.
Exactly.
just-
And you have no known distances or none of that type of stuff. So you have to,
That's hot.
yeah. And and then on top of all of that, you have to shoot in the A zone or it's points down.
Really?
Yeah. So you're like shooting out to 300 yards and they're expecting you to shoot in a zone of that target. And it sounds like it's pretty freaking crazy, man. Freaking buddy of mine that's in the Air Force out in Ohio, he ran it, and he's like, bro, this would be right up your alley. And I was like, man, this is the stuff that I would like to see around here, but there's just no place for us to do that around here.
the hard thing where we live is like competition shooting. This is not a destination for competition shooting.
No,
Why?
Huh? I don't know if there's just
It's culture for sure.
it's different. There's different. I'll say. So like NRL 22,
yeah.
the largest competition is in Ottawa,
Yeah.
in the United States, right?
Is it really?
Let me rephrase this. We are really big into PRS because we have the land to do it.
Yes.
And
True.
we have
True.
a lot of our shooting sports are centered around, I would say, the
Distance.
hunting side of things. It's like
That's fair.
PRS, NRL 22. It's not the 2 guns, the running guns. We do have IDPA, we do have USPSA here, but that's
But your 2-gun and 3-gun is just not. That's not a big.
It's
thing
all
here.
outlaw stuff. It's like some guy just happens to be doing it in his backyard.
Yeah, like Corn Dodger.
Yeah, corn dodger.
Up in Frankfurt.
Nope.
We do that.
Invite me next year. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. So there's
Literally never heard that.
so just outside of Frankfurt, Kansas. So
Yeah.
like 45 minutes north of here.
Yeah.
There's a range just to the west called Corn Dodger, and that's where we do all of our 2-gun matches. And Brett we used to go up there, Brett and I, and shoot IDPA matches all the time. But they are only able to do like 1 match a month.
How much of this is organization limiting, like USPS, say IDPA only allows a specific number of matches versus
No, it's more
licensing and fees
Yep.
versus
More
general
that,
interest?
it's
Is it?
more
It's
rules.
legality. It's not. Yeah.
So like when we do the 2-gun matches up at Corn Dodger,
Right.
it's outlaw. right? There's no real like clash divisions or anything like that.
You show up
know?
what you got.
You
and
show up and shoot.
and shoot.
shoot.
Yeah,
I kind of
And-
love that.
I do too. It's I love it too, but at the same time, then it kind of
Gets out of hand pretty quick.
not to get out of the hand. It's more of there's a reason you go shoot competition to compare yourself to your other
Something
your-
balanced.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
balanced, and everyone's shooting. It's a competition.
There's some symmetry.
Yeah,
yeah.
Instead of you go, nothing's more frustrating. When I first started, got into competition shooting. I remember the first match I went to a USPSA match. That was about our college, and the gun I brought was a SIG 225, a single stack 9mm with 3 mags, and they're like, yeah, you could shoot that. That's fine. Was not fine. It was not great at all because you're like, yeah, they're doing the whole, hey, yeah, you need to do load your mags to 11. I'm like, I got 8.
What about eight?
Well, yeah, just load all your mag. You should have like 6 or 7 mags, so load them all to max capacity. I got 3. Okay, well, you're just gonna be down like 17 points, man. I don't know what to tell you. So it's that sort of thing that kind of that outlaw stuff is fun to do because it's like come as you are, come get some training.
It's exposure. You can go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, then it's the you're not really competing. You're more of just going out a weekend and shooting a bunch of ammo for no reason. So
Yep. And it's at least the Corn Dodger 2 guns. They're also expanding like not last weekend, but the weekend before they had a night shoot. So like guys
That's cool.
were able to, you could come out and shoot just your pistol with a weapon light, but they also had guys that came out with their rifle and NVGs and running IR and stuff like that. And they're going to try to make that a little bit more regular. They're expanding a little bit into like rifle only matches.
Is this like just website or they got socials going or anything?
Yeah, you can look at it on like Facebook. They've got the Double Tap Shooting Club.
Double
And-
tap.
Yeah,
I've 100% heard of that.
yeah. They're the same people that run the IDPA matches at Godfrey's.
yeah, it's
Oh.
Yeah. So they also run the 2-gun match up there, and then RJ, one of my buddies that basically comes up with all the stages at the Thursday night IDPA matches. He's also plugged into the like pistol only and stuff like that. So
Any of those ring a bell? Like the logos at all? Any of the?
I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, send
It's,
it. Send it.
It's on Facebook, not Instagram.
Okay.
So, yeah,
alright.
so they're on.
on Boomergram.
Yeah,
Easy.
I mean,
You're not
yeah,
wrong, but
I mean, and
I
that-
love
that
Facebook
kinda-
in the
that's-
wrong ways.
that's one of the things I will say is, like, when I first started shooting up there, the like median age was like 55, 60.
So you showed up and smoked, is what you're saying?
No, he's
No,
still
like
lost.
some of these guys were still like really good shooters, even though they were older than me. But now we're starting to see like the first 2-gun match that we had this year. So that would have been in March. We had 4 full squads, and typically we have 2. Maybe we bleed into 3. So we'll dumb down our squads to, instead of like 10 or 12 people, they might be 6 or 7, and then we'll have like 3 different squads. This was like 4 full squads of like 10 or 12 people.
Wow.
And so that's like something that we hadn't seen before. So we've been trying to invite other people. We've had some guys from like the Kansas City area come in, and you can tell that these guys are like serious shooters, and we're not serious, so they come in, they're kind of like huffing and puffing because we're not grading as stringent as some of these other matches that they've been to, and we're like, yeah, because we're not sanctioned, we're not being sanctioned by USPSA or
Right.
anybody like that. So but it's been great. I know that RJ is working on expanding to, like I said, the rifle only. So I think it's going to be May. So there'll be a rifle only match in May. There'll be a 2-gun match in May. There'll be a night vision, I think, in June maybe. So it's really cool to see him expand, you
Yeah.
know. And we've got some more like younger guys kind of breathing life into it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's
I always
to see.
envision like wanting to just being in the industry and being able to hang out with guys like you and like knowing the circuit and things like that, I really have always wanted to just like figure out a way to
Make it
like,
work.
how do we drive the industry here? Like, how is there something we can do to bring them home? Because like as a Mantis rep,
Yeah.
it's a hard drive around here. Like, you have to be in the industry, understand its importance to like even consider something like that. You know what I mean? So I really want to be able to find a way to like truly bring this home and host something large or do something really cool so that it sparks more interest. And like maybe, you know, like at work, I'm constantly trying to say like we need a targeted rural campaign for like the center states. We have access to land, we have access to ammunition. That never slowed us down. Like even people that have to go shoot public ranges most of the time that don't have buddies or they don't have their own land to be able to go do something like that. Like how do we find a way to actually spark some interest? And
I think the hard thing is kind of like what I think they're finding with the what's the convention in Wichita?
TriggerCon.
TriggerCon is that the infrastructure and just the want in the especially like these central rural states, because the want for, you know, if you talk about the coastal states or even like in the South where for you to go shoot, for the majority of the population is I have to go to a range, I have to go to competitions, I have to do this to get better. For a lot of us, it's like, yeah, I walk off the back porch and I go shoot. Like this is not a competition.
Is there data that correlates that though? Because I think that like if we look at the best shooters in any division, any competition style, are they from the Midwest?
Well, no, I'm going to talk more of like for I bet you
The
lot
desire, I think.
Just the
for us,
ability to
it's
go shoot, right?
For us, it's like I go shoot to either hunt or, you know, I go practice a little bit for self-defense reasons. It's not a competition for us. It's just like this is normal for us,
Right.
It's like you don't.
We're gonna go cut a water heater in half because we like to,
Well,
not
it's,
because
it's like Jesse was saying, Boondocks Ballistics, ballistician. She was saying it wasn't until college that she was like, we don't get opening day of rifle season off. You know,
You have to go to work that day.
you have to go to work or school that day. What?
So
That's what she grew up with. You know.
Yeah.
I want to say it's more of a cultural thing for us. You know, for to go to like a normal Midwestern, like where we're at here, and say, hey, do you want to spend your weekend to a pistol shooting competition? Like, no, I'll just go do that at my house, shoot a couple rounds. Like,
you're completely 100% right.
Yeah.
The why is correct here. It's the how that I want to start bridging. It's like we have the area for it.
Yeah.
We have the firearms for it. We have the ammunition for it. We have the able bodies for it. It's like, what do you do to change that attitude?
Yeah.
We need to get like, you know.
I think part two of it is we are such a dispersed population, especially like if you think where like for Topeka is where most of like the USPSA or IDPA matches, like the big ones, or Kansas City. It's like 45 minutes just to go compete. And you think 45 minutes isn't a huge deal. What's up, Kat? What's up, buddy? But it's, you know, I bet you the average shooter is in our shoes, where it's like, I have a family, I got things to do, I can't spend 50 minutes driving to Topeka, and then go shoot all day and then drive 50 minutes back because I have things I got to get done.
Yeah.
Compared to, I bet you a lot of the more urban populations, they're like, there's 8 or 10 matches going on this weekend. I've shot the 5 minute away from me match like 100 times, so I'm gonna go shoot the one that's like 10 minutes away from me. Us, it's like I get one a month. It's in Topeka, or I'm driving all the way to Kansas City to shoot.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's one of the things that I would like to do here is to create something like Kalash Bash.
Yes. A destination thing once a year, that's nuts.
Exactly.
Yes.
Because Kalash Bash, what they've now done and evolved into is not only is it a shooting competition, but it's also a carnival with all of these different vendors that come out.
Dude, it's like an event.
Yeah,
you know,
and then they have the stage with the live bands and everything going on. They've got the campsite that's just out of control. I would love for something like that to happen here, and I would love to be able to try to make that. But here, it'd be very difficult to find a range that would be like, we'll take on that risk.
Your range won't do it?
Yeah, no.
I got a backyard, y'all.
I know, right?
We can do it.
So like we would have to look into like Spear Point range, or the range over in Ottawa, and then even at that's
That's a truck.
The range in Ottawa, that's like out there, so getting people to come here would be a challenge.
Yeah.
But they do it in Versailles, Missouri for Kalashnikon.
Well, and Severance does a decent job with TriggerCon. I shouldn't even
do.
say it like that. It's good enough.
It's
you
good.
know.
It's-
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't think that they are necessarily set up for what like Kalash Bash would
Like
be.
a full
like
event,
like a
180
two
degrees.
gun or a third,
Yeah.
yep.
Yep.
Or a rifle only.
Yep.
They did well at tactical games. I did tactical games there, but I want to like just mirror Clash Bash here in Kansas, where there's camping available,
Yeah.
so people don't have to go anywhere if they don't want to.
Kansas plays every.
Yeah.
There's a Kansas cover band every single year.
Exactly. Right. We have a band that comes out. We have food vendors. We've got industry people coming out and setting up vending stuff and stuff like that. So
To be honest, I think what would be cool here is like the Mammoth Sniper Challenge.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do it out here.
yes.
I think because they have it out. I think they have 2 locations right now. One's in Oregon and one's in Georgia. But
so we need one right in the middle of the country.
right in the middle, where it's like you want to shoot 1,200, 2.5 miles with wind. We can do that.
Yeah. I that would.
I know a guy pretty local who can reach out that far.
Really?
Shoot somebody.
Yeah.
No.
And,
Like
and
actually
is an
shoot-
organized range, like not just like I know a
Oh.
buddy with land. Like
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean that would be for sure, because the Mammoth, it's not only a long range shooting competition, but it's also like a ruck.
It's a sniper team challenge where, for those who haven't heard of it, the Mammoth Sniper Challenge is like a 2-day. It's like a lot of ruck marching on top of like precision shooting, and it's you and a spotter working together rather than a single man competition. So instead of having just one shooter, you have a designated a sniper and a spotter.
Yeah.
But the spotter also has like a gun as well. So there's some stages that the sniper is engaging stuff, and there's some that the spotter is, and then there's a bunch of handgun stuff too. So it's like a team 2-gun event where you're shooting out to. I mean, most of it's unknown distance because that's the whole point of it. But the big challenge is not only are you doing that, but then you're walking like 5, 6, 10, 15 miles in between
Right.
stages, and you have time hacks for it. So
Yeah.
big
Crazy.
physical component.
have you guys ever gone and I know you had to have you ever gone out and shot at Defense Midwest and
with Mr. Petticord?
yeah, with Buck.
I've
I
never been
shot
there.
out as the one over by like south of Paxico.
South of Paxico.
Sorry, the Resilient Ranch where he has out there.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. Not over here in Wamigo,
Yeah.
which is a
The
fun
pirate
little
complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a good spot. He's got a lot of reach out there.
Yeah, about like I think we shot out to what.
I thought it was 18.
Well, so when he first opened, I haven't been there since probably what's 2025, so probably like 2017.
Okay.
20,
Yeah, that's been a while.
This is I love telling this story because it makes me so mad every time I tell it. He hosted a patrol rifle, like a precision
class.
patrol rifle class, where the deal was we're gonna take we're gonna get your patrol rifles for police work, and we're gonna get you shooting stupid far because there's no reason why, but just so you're comfortable with it. So show up and I have my Daniel Defense rifle with like a 1x8 on it because that's like was my patrol rifle at the time, and 3 other people showed up and all of them had like custom built 6.5 Creedmoors. Both guys. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, well, no one wanted to do it, so we just made it a PRS class, and So we're out there shooting like 1,200 yards. I'm shooting with a fucking 5.56. Like, I think I'm hitting. I have no idea, man.
Yeah.
Like, they're just nailing this with the fucking.
By the time it hits, it's just like
Yeah.
you can barely even hear it. Yeah.
It's like diving against it.
There's one guy there had like a custom built, like a replica 1-to-1 of a fucking like M40 sniper rifle.
That's sick.
That was shooting 6.5. It was like a 22-pound rifle, but the thing was just a fucking laser, and he's like banging this steel every time. I'm like looking at my 1x8. I'm like, I think about right here looks right about right, because it's the primary arms one, so the tree only goes to 800. So you're like at the bottom of the glass, maybe that's 1,200. He's like, so it's, but yeah, that would be a cool place to go do like. But the problem is the hard thing with like stages like an event like that is you have to have not just one site but several sites where you can
To be able to actually change direction, you got to walk
Yeah.
5 miles and then look south instead. You know what I mean? I'm tracking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, out there
Need
you
land.
could do it because it's a lot of farmland, so you can rent it out for it. But
Yeah, and you could even like start the
what
ruck
are we?
portion.
What time are we even at?
We're at 1:30.
Okay.
You could like just drop people at an intersection on some dirt roads and just be like, okay, start walking east, and that would be the ruck portion. But there would be like no land nav necessarily, because that's the one good thing about Kansas is everything's north, south, east, or west. I mean, it's not like Virginia where the roads are like a bowl
I
of
don't know,
spaghetti.
go to Ogden and tell me which way is north. That town fucks me up every time.
That's where the water tower is. It's
Really?
north.
Yeah, because it's canted.
A little bit, I
So it's
suppose.
like everything's like northeast, southeast, north. So like I could find north because I look at the intersection. It's like bisect it in the middle. That's north.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those. You're standing on a street, looking down, and you're like, I'm not looking at like a single cardinal direction. I'm looking northwest or east or northeast. So it just throws me every time I get in that.
Yeah, I can get that, I suppose, but
no,
for the
you're
most part, the
Yeah, for the most part.
preponderance,
Yes, preponderance
of
of
the
the
states
town.
is north, south, east, west. So yeah, but anyway, at the very least, when it comes to these like events, it doesn't even have to be competitions. It's just events,
Yeah.
You
Just
know-
an excuse to go do something cool, shoot a gun, hang out with people, have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it does not have to be competition.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do. I just want to inspire more culture,
Why don't
more
you-
gun culture.
Why doesn't your company come out here, buy a bunch of land, and create a training facility?
I mean, apparently it's so cheap. China's being able to buy it. So
hey, soon it'll go out for auction.
We're
for
going to call
super cheap.
Hot Rouse on. You guys want to host an event out here?
I mean, hey,
So the interesting thing is with like TriggerCon, right? So they do the event in Wichita, and they had been doing it at the arena that's just north of town.
Yeah, Hartman.
Hartman,
yeah.
And I did not like that. I did not like
Agreed.
that venue at all. They have like gun shows there, so I'm used to it. I understand it, but a lot of other people, like I had Mike from Tactical Considerations. He came in and he's just like, "Dude, what the fuck is up with your state, man?" And
It's
I was
strange.
Like, I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Man," he's just started going through his list. And I was like, "Oh." Yeah, like his big complaint was, I got here from the airport and you guys have like 2-lane roads everywhere. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I got up on the highway, man, and freaking Kellogg, right? So US
Yeah.
54.
Uh-huh.
He's like, it's like 2 lanes. It's like 6 lanes everywhere in Phoenix. And I was like, well, what's the population of Phoenix? He's like, I don't know. It's like, what? Freaking
Well,
2
yeah,
million,
yeah, I've
2,
never
4
been.
million, something like that, or I don't know what it is. And I was like,
That's
we're-
Metro.
I know, right? Yeah. I was like, the county, Sedgwick County is like 500,000, right? So we don't need 6-lane highways anywhere, And he's like, okay, all right, I can understand that. But then we have to get onto a bus, and they have to drive like 30 minutes out to Severance, which Severance is a great
Good facility.
nothing against them.
Yeah.
Great facility. I think you have the ability to shoot out to 1,000 or 1,200 out there, which is cool. But they did change the venue to the Expo Center, which is really nice. That's a better,
Century 2 feels way better.
way better.
Way
yes.
better. Yeah. It is.
Because it's more of a convention hall,
Yeah.
right? And so they did improve things there. But my biggest thing is like, first off, you've got a bunch of guys from Rainier who's running TriggerCon, who are from Washington State,
Yep.
right? And then came in and took over what used to be the Thunderbird Firearms Academy, which is a great facility too. But they started the first year that I went to TriggerCon, they were setting all these different things up for media and stuff like that. I'm like, why are you doing this? I mean, like, first off, you've got a YouTuber in the state of Kansas, right, that could very easily help you guys with this. Number two, I'm a Wichita native, right? You're saying that we're going to go eat the best wings in town, and we show up, and I'm just like, okay, first off, these wings aren't good. That's number one. Number two, they've got a band playing that the lead singer is reading the lyrics off of her phone. She's like, it's a cover band, and she's reading the lyrics off the phone, right? I was like, okay, there's that. And then on top of that, we couldn't even talk to each other, you know? And so I was like, this makes no sense, you know?
No name dropping here.
Yeah.
But is there a way that, because I know that whole idea is trying to evolve, right? Like, so they're doing the Overland stuff with TriggerCon this year.
Are they really?
Like, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I talked to Ari at NRAM. So, like, I went and hung out at the Global Ordnance booth for a little while because,
Okay.
you know, a couple of those people, my boys, like
Okay,
Cat,
yeah,
you know,
Cat. Yeah.
Jordan's my guy.
Yeah. Jordan's a good guy.
And Terry was hanging out down there like the whole time, and rightfully so. The Global Ordnance is a huge part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I asked him when I was down there, it's like they were talking about it last year, how they're gonna kind of do half Overlander, you know, and then also half gun industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, cool. You know, how much of it? What's our balance of footprint here? Because like, how much of that are we gonna bring in?
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like they're serious. Like they're as many are willing to come on board. So we'll see a lot more of that, I think, this year.
They do. Where is? You should know this. I know you know this. Where's Big Brutus?
Oh, that's over by Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
They do a big overlanding thing out there.
Do they really?
Oh yeah,
it's
it's a whole weekend long thing. It's like a whole like overlanding convention. Come out with your rooftop tents and
kind of wild.
your man buns
Kansas.
and French press coffee and stuff like that.
It's kind of like it's not on par with like Overland East or South or anything like that, but it's kind of like a micro trip on the journey.
Kind of a safari style overland.
It's
grassland.
It's still overlanding. It's just like, hey, Overland East and West and South are all done, but we'd like to go to conventions from time to time. So it's out. I'm going to say this as politely as can. It's the TriggerCon of overlanding. It's like, it's not the biggest event of the year, but it's an event.
But it's an event to go to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's no SHOT Show. It's no NRAM. It's no.
But it's interesting that they're combining overlanding with TriggerCon this year. So.
I mean, it makes sense. That's you know,
Add some interest. Put more faces there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those guys are gun people versus because like
every single
Overlanders seem like crunchy granola guys to me a little bit.
every
You know what I mean? Like sometimes,
this
sometimes
is what threw me
this
off
isn't
too.
an insult. I'm just saying
No, this
like
is
that's
what threw me off too because I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
But every single one, you will find guns in their stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, wait a sec. And then it's been pretty cool is now a lot of them after they build their file, they're like, fuck it, I'm just going to talk about guns like, as well. There was one.
who
what
wrote
was this guy's name? I can't remember. There's two that I watched for a long time, and one was some like kid from Minnesota that just like, hey, I used to go fishing out of the back of my truck at camp, and then his whole thing turned into camping stuff. And after a while, he's just like, "Fuck it, we're gonna start having like guns in the car as well. Like, here's my like handguns I have." And the other one was a Toyota. It was a guy that built his own like camper shell for his Toyota, and it was the same thing. It first started off.
I remember him.
Yeah, it's like that gold old where he like fabric. It's a fucking gorgeous thing. I'll have to show you
it's
here
really
in a
cool.
second. But
yeah, he like pulled his bed off
Yes.
and then replaced his bed with like a freaking camper
Oh, that's cool.
that he
Yeah.
built himself.
that he built himself. Yeah, it was
Reminds me
actually
of
really,
the-
really cool.
What was the Tacoma they did a couple years ago? Like the
Oh, I know what you're
Godzilla
talking
was
about.
like painted. Was it Godzilla? What was it called?
I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but
It was like white with like the 80s like golden maroon stripes
Oh,
down the
yeah,
side
yeah,
of it.
Yeah,
I can't remember what
Thing
it's
was
called.
sick though.
It was sick.
Yeah.
I think that was just a mock-up because that was from.
Yeah, they
like
did
the
it
70s
for
or-
what's that huge car show.
You got me. I don't know.
Oh, it's like every year. It's where all the new ones. It's like SHOT Show for cars.
Okay. Is it in Vegas too?
I thought it was Phoenix. I could be wrong.
Okay.
You got to know what I'm talking about, Hefe.
I know what you're talking about. Or sorry, I remember the event, but
It's
I
gonna
don't know.
eat me up. It's gonna eat me up. Anyway, that it was like Toyota made it specifically for that show and then never like released
It would
it.
have been so cool.
Yeah.
I wanted one so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. I was like, damn, that looks sick.
But yeah, so a lot of them are into it, but the hard thing that it's most of their following are super crunchy people that are like, oh, guns, ew, terrible. But
That's probably where the stigma comes from. Is like when I think of those guys, I was like, but in all fairness, okay, so one of the guys that works at Mantis, he actually just celebrated like his first year. Former like Marine, infantry turned Army officer, awesome dude, super crunchy, but also very heavy operational background. Spent a couple years in Ukraine recently, stuff like that, you know, like actual, but a crunchy dude, like drives the Subaru Outback and like, you know, like the Cantiga and Nalgene's go with him everywhere.
And that's the thing with
protein
me
bars
is
and
like, you know, I've got my Tacoma, right?
right.
And then I had the rooftop tent on it for a bit, and then I switched over to a soft top, and I have now the little pull behind type of deal.
Right.
So
That's hot,
Isn't it?
dude.
yeah,
That's cool.
and so what I've done is like on the back of my little camper that I have, I've put like stickers on it that make it seem as if I'm just one of those freaking man bun.
Rocky Mountain Moab.
Yeah, like freaking, totally freaking got my freaking Scully, you know,
Yeah.
and then I've got my
Yeah,
like
dude.
I've got the Scully going on, and then I've got my Manta, my Metas with the HD gold like lenses on them.
the ultimate gray man.
Right, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, and then so I'm walking around. I'm pulling a freaking my Tacoma's pulling this little camper that has like no coast stickers and
I brew my own beer.
and no, like freaking, I got a sticker like it has a well, yeah, kind of like that, but it also has like a raccoon that's like straight out of the trash, you know, and stuff like that. So if you look at it, you're just like, and then you look at me and you're like, oh yeah, that dude, whatever, man. He's got his little Scully.
That
on,
vibe
and
could
it's
be
like,
crunchy for sure.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
And I do that on purpose because I don't want. First off, I don't want guns to be my entire personality. You know,
Oh man, you have to say, hey man,
Grow
we're on a
up.
podcast right now talking
know.
about
Grow up,
guns,
dude.
funded by your YouTube channel about
exactly.
guns.
But what did we spend the first 30 minutes of this podcast talk about?
Nerd shit.
Exactly.
I already dumped
Yeah.
that conversation.
Video games, right? We talked about video games for 30 minutes, right?
Dementia is really, really bad right now.
Well, yeah, and then the alcohol doesn't help
Yeah.
much at all either. But anyway, so it's those things those small little things that I try to do to kind of throw people off a little bit, you know. So
It's intriguing.
it is.
You guys are both intriguing dudes. You know that?
It's
intriguing people.
Intriguing. I wouldn't call my. I mean, granted, I am wearing chacos and
Ranger
the shortest
panties.
shorts,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Glock
yeah,
in my
yeah.
pants,
Yep. Yep.
What are those called?
but chacos,
Chacos?
chacos, life changing. Hey, if you haven't tried chacos, man,
Dude, they're like Birks for men.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
they
I
are.
can't. Well, the first thing I can already tell I'm not going to like is the fact that you've got that little strap around your big toe.
The
You
thong.
don't have that's optional. I can go in like 2-wheel drive mode and just
That's sport mode. It's sport
Yeah.
mode.
there.
Right?
Hey,
So-
look at that. It's
so-
all gone.
It's almost like with my Crocs. I've got street, and then you pull the little flat back, and you got 4-wheel drive.
Like,
Right?
I'm actually double rocking it, so you can You can have the strap on the back, like on the heel, or not. You can tow. Like, there's so many options. With
They're
these
not
guys.
cheap either, dude. They're like
$80.
expensive.
They're like $80 sandals.
Is that
man.
it?
Well,
dude?
the
I
other
thought they were
thing,
more than that.
Maybe I bought this from Pathfinder.
You led your wife, didn't you?
No, she has like chacos. She loves tacos. She actually
all right,
convinced me
all
to buy chacos. She's been telling me for years I need to buy chacos. I'm like, that's some girly ass shit. And then I put them on my feet. I'm like, oh, this is not
Shit,
girly
those are
ass.
nice.
These are nice.
well, my biggest thing is I can't stand sandals. Because my feet get dirty,
I
and
don't
then
wear
once
sandals.
my feet get dirty, I'm done. I'm like, nope. I feel gross, and I can't deal with it.
I can't. My skin is bad.
So we do
Like, that would destroy my feet.
we do a float trip every the first weekend of June every year. Do a float trip down in Tahlequah, Oklahoma,
Oh,
on the Illinois River. It's
that's cool.
awesome, right? Freaking like whole weekend. Just you come, you pay like $75, and it covers a huge dinner. It covers the cost of the float trip and covers your camping and all that type of stuff. Right?
That's cool.
It's like really, really cool. And when I go down there, I'm in like aqua socks because I can't stand my my hands can't get dirty. If they get dirty, then I'm like, I get irritable for some reason.
Oh no, I get it. I ran Vibram 5 Fingers as my water shoes for years.
Oh yeah. I
yeah.
think I still have my pair.
I probably have a pair somewhere.
I finally got rid of mine.
Did you?
Like that was a fun couple of years. But
Can you even get them anymore?
I don't think,
Dude, we were doing PT in 5 Fingers at Eglin. Like,
Oh, really?
that was and like, there was. I mean, we were crossing the line. They're not authorized
I'm gonna
PT
look it
shoes,
up.
Yeah,
but we were doing it.
So I remember when they came out. It was like 2000 and like where they came really really popular. It was like 2009.
Yeah, it was like 2010 when we were down there. Yeah,
2009, 2010. We all bought them, and I remember. So this is how I permanently ruined my feet. I bought some 5 Fingers, and I was like, they told you there's a break-in period, not for the shoes, but for your
feet.
body to recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
So I went. We did like a track workout. I went on like a 20-mile bike ride with them, like all like a 48-hour period. Like,
ooh,
and my shins were fucking destroyed.
We ripped open.
And
It's still available.
still available.
You can
still
buy
buy them, man.
them. Are they affordable or are they like still?
They're 110.
No kidding.
The one that the
Still
first
a
one
thing.
the first one I brought up was the Grass Fear men's. Is 110, and then the women's is like 150. There's one that's 180. There's one that's 115. So
They're still legit. I might get a new pair.
Well, this is what fucked me up now is we did that for like 2 weeks, and then the Army banned them. It's like you can't wear them at all. And now anytime I wear not like flat, like barefoot, wide toe box shoes, my feet and my knees hurt.
Yeah.
So like now I have to wear like things like Chacos and Converses and Lems. Lems have been like the lifesaver because they do a really good job. But yeah, those I can't wear like normal shoes now.
Dude, that's where I wear my Moabs. My Moabs are fat. They're
Fat.
yeah.
The pH.
well,
yeah.
Nan, she wears, if she can wear sandals, she'll wear sandals everywhere, right? And I'm just like, I can't, you know. Like I said, you just walk down a dirt road with some sandals on, can't do it, right?
No, but you got like crunchy legs. Dude, you wearing Ranger panties? You know, you got the setup to do it. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like the pale Irish weirdo who lived in the
You
basement
don't think
for a
I'm
long time.
pale
I
as
can't
shit?
do it, dude. I can't do it.
Well, you'll tan up pretty quick though.
Do you?
I don't- no, I
you look
don't-
like you could catch a tan. I
No,
don't see a
I'm
lot
actually-
of freckles, man. That tells me you can eat some sun. You know what I mean?
For me, I'm like white or red. But and this is actually a weird thing like Chuck Haggard and I talk about for like hours on end. This is the weird thing that we talked about.
Carry 3 guns
seed
and put on
oils
sunscreen.
and sunburning. Like if you want to talk, you know, yeah, him and I had like extensive conversations because he was talking about him and his wife stopped like consuming seed oils for stuff.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, yeah, ever since then, like he's like, my wife's super fair skinned. I think she's a ginger. He's like, she used to have to like lather up, and now he's like, yeah, now she doesn't.
I'd like to just point out for the hardcast, you just ran a hard R there, so just saying.
No,
Did he?
You said ginger?
Yeah, I said
Oh,
ginger.
ginger. No,
in there?
no, ginger.
I was like,
Not a ginger.
I think his wife's
like-
a ginger.
I was like, wow.
Did he?
Sorry, that's my other podcast.
Maybe he'll go to the bar. You know.
So, but yeah, so we was talking about that. Like we talk about, it's weird if you look at Chuck's and my conversations, it's some revolvers, a lot of him bullying me, and talk about seed oils.
Yep. There's a lot of bullying.
Yeah, a lot of bullying.
Which,
I get better from Chuck's bullying.
if
Yeah, I
Chuck,
do too.
Chuck, if you're listening, thank you so much for bullying.
First of all,
Hefe.
thanks
Yeah,
for
dude.
listening.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And then thanks for bullying Hefe because he bullies me
And you don't bully back.
so much. I can't.
You guys suck at it.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
big hearts are going to win this world, my man.
No, no, absolutely not.
it-
We
it
have a
was-
mistranslation when the meek inherit the earth as people that will fuck you up but decide not to.
Exactly. Right. So, okay, Jordan
I like
Peterson.
that.
Huh?
I like that.
Yeah, it's that. Yeah, Jordan. That's what I heard from Jordan Peterson. I'm like, I like that because that's cool. But
Like,
yeah, it's
there's something different about being...
there's something different about it when you talk about looking at the whole
Like, being
biblical-
capable of violence doesn't mean I won't fucking kill you. You know what I
Being
mean?
capable of violence is not the worst thing that you can do after you make your bed. It's just.
I met him at DFW.
Oh, you did?
Well, so I'm going to say met loosely. Shook his hand, said hello. Quick funny story. I'll make, this was a good one. So, what show was I don't know. I'm jumping through DFW, coming home from a show. Talking to Kayla with my buds in, starving. It's like 11 o'clock at night by the time I get into DFW, going to look for my connecting flight. Go eat McDonald's. And like I was pissed because it was the only thing open. I hate buying McDonald's.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So McDonald's is good though.
Nah, dude, I hate it. It's so I get my McDonald's. Talking to Kayla, kind of like pissed off. In my own, my situational awareness gone. Like I'm just pissed off, floating through the airport. All right. It's busy. I see this just section open, one gate away from my gate. I'm like, perfect. I'm gonna sit right there, go eat my Whopper, talk to my wife. Sitting down, starting unwrapping stuff, just kind of venting to Kayla. And then I like start to notice like the airport is sort of popping around me. Like I'm in a bubble, you know? And I'm like, damn, why are these seats open? So I start kind of like looking around a little bit. Awareness is starting to grow. There's a guy like 5 seats that way, just like drilled into me. I'm like,
What's
why
up,
is
bro?
he fucking glaring at me, dude? I'm eating McDonald's on the phone. And then, like, it's starting to sink in a little bit. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. And, like, I look across from him, and it's Jordan Peterson, one of his other security guys, and dude he is going to do a podcast with or just got off I don't know. They're deep in conversation. And then it dawned on me. I was like, I just sat in a cordon, dude. Like
I'm a problem.
I'm a problem all of a sudden. And like the dude staring at me saw it click. And I was like, oh shit, babe, I gotta go. So I get off the phone. I pull one of my business cards out and I walk over to dude working. And I'm like, hey, you're working right now? Kinda. Sorry, dude. I was not paying attention. You know, I'm really sorry about that. Give my business card. I'm like, you guys carry guns for work. Let me know if I can help. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a salesman. This is what I do. Like, I would love to talk to you guys about it sometime. Oh, thanks, man. Right on. So, like, as soon as he knew, I wasn't a creep, and, like, I wasn't trying to...
I mean, not at that point, but...
Well, I am a creep,
Yes.
but he understands I'm not creeped in. You know what I mean? So, he got it. He was cool about it. He's like, you want to say hi to Jordan and Rhea? I was like, oh, yeah, dude, for sure. So, walk by and... That was it. That was the story.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
Like,
actually
It was
really
fun. It was fun.
do you make your bed every morning?
Do I make my bed every morning? My wife does.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
We do positive things every morning. I do.
Okay.
Big one for me. I don't touch technology for the first 20 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I don't. And then before I roll out of bed,
Hold on a second. Before you even go from there, what do you use for an alarm clock?
my cell phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
So you don't have like a nightstand clock or anything?
I don't. No, I haven't. Ever since cell phones have come around, I haven't.
Yeah. Same here.
So I
I did try it for a little bit, and it works wonders. So and I don't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
We did that for. Well, I did it for a little bit. Was to like because my problem is I would wake up, immediately grab this, and I lay in bed. And I bet you everybody listening to this podcast is the same thing. So I like did intentionally at 9 o'clock at night. My phone goes on a charger, goes down in the kitchen, and I don't touch it. Because one, I'm not that important, and
no
two,
wonder you don't answer my texts.
yeah, and that two, I'm usually fucking asleep by then. Yeah, you text me like at 11 o'clock at night, like, hey, do you see this? And then I text you at 4, and I'm like, no, I haven't, because I'm almost fucking asleep.
And I still got like 2.5 hours more of sleep.
So, and then I actually went and bought a alarm clock from Walmart and used it for a bit. Now, the only thing I have negative to say that I forgot the wonders of the cell phone is changing a fucking alarm. Like if you're like, oh, I want to, one day wake up at 4:30, click hold, and then you bypass it. Fuck, I don't want to wake up at 4:31.
Too late. Go around the horn.
Yeah, you have to go back around and do another lap. So, and then the second thing is the AM and PMs.
Mm-hmm.
Since I do I usually like 24 hours, but most alarm clocks still don't do it.
Right.
So like the $5 one doesn't. So I'm like, I set an alarm for 4, and then my wife's waking me up at 7. Like, hey, you had to be at work at 30 minutes ago. What are you doing? And you look at your alarm clock, like, oh, it's 4 p.m. I set an alarm for.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep.
So
I almost got booted from aerosol school because of that.
Yeah.
That same thing. Yeah.
So
So
there's a reason why I bet you like 99.9% people actually. I'm going to down it a bit because we have hatches in our house now. We have, like every room has a hatch now.
hatch.
Oh, okay. So
Not a hatchet.
no, we have a hatchet.
Like a hole you can escape out of?
No, so it's this company. They make.
Down the hatches.
First of all, whoever came up with this marketing plan was a fucking genius. It's a sound machine with an alarm clock. You can set
Okay.
like several different like lights and tones, and it has like, a slow awake feature. So we have $300 worth of these fucking machines across 3
Holy
rooms.
shit.
They're about like $90 to $100 per. So like each of my daughters have one in their room and they're really good for sleep training kids because we do the when it's time to get ready for bed, they have like a purple light, like that's the time to like slow things down. We're getting ready for bed. When it's time to go to sleep, there's a red light with the sound machine, like a soft red light, and then the way we do it is in the morning, especially for my 2-year-old, when it's time to get up and you can get out of bed and it's time for people to start greeting you, the light will turn white and there'll be like birds chirping. So that's usually when we walk in. So she knows like if I wake up in the middle of the night and the light's red, I'm supposed to still be asleep. So I need to stay in bed. It's like very like Pavlov's doggish.
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting here thinking there's a circadian rhythm in here that you're setting
And
in.
so we're doing it with our 4-month-old as well. Well, my wife wanted that, so then we have one for our room, but set for her schedule. And then she has like the slow awake thing. So if your alarm's like at 5:30, at 5 o'clock the light will start changing. So by 5:30, it's slowly grown to a different light, but your body's slowly accustomed to the light.
Huh.
And so when your alarm softly goes off, there's a light. So you're like, oh, it's time to wake up. Like the sun is awake. It's supposed to mimic like the sun coming up.
So there's no selecting these settings. It's like it's supposed to mimic a natural.
No, you could set it all up. Like I could change
Okay.
colors of lights and sounds and all
Like
that.
if I
stuff
want
in
my
time.
morning to be purple, I can.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, but they're expensive machines. And then I have a $5 Walmart clock that beside my bed that just
It's
makes
just like
and then you smack it as hard as you can. So, and then you jar awake and you're like, I hate my life, and then you fall back asleep, and then you forget to hit the snooze, and yeah.
So
Nice,
let
dude.
me ask you this:
What's up?
when you wake up, are you like one of those dudes that's just like you're up and you're going?
No, I am. This depends. So I have found I can be that person, but I choose not to be
Yeah,
right now. Like
exactly.
right now, especially with our 2 kids, it's like I could get up at 4:30. I can do my wake up, pop out of bed, throw gym clothes on, go downstairs, journal, read the Bible, make some coffee, go to the gym, work out, put banana peel on my face, and be that guy. I've done it before, but then also I'm like, I I don't want to, so I'll go to bed. Like my discipline is off.
I'm not.
Consistency.
Yes,
Yeah,
consistently.
Dan and I
consistent.
are both not morning people, right?
I'm not either.
It's like her alarm goes off like 6:30, and it's like I might be getting out of bed by 7:45, with all of her snoozes. And
Truly,
everything.
I think the Army ruined me.
Yeah,
Like, I do think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
it did me.
I used to be great with mornings.
Yeah.
My whole family is morning people.
4:25 every morning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd roll out of bed, be happy to go do chores, get ready for school. Like, that was my whole life, and like enjoyed it. And then I think sleep deprivation literally broke me. And I know you're supposed to, like, that's the whole point of like the stress and breaking is to get everyone on a playing field and understanding your systems. But yeah, ever since then, plus alcohol. I didn't really start drinking alcohol
Yeah.
till I joined the Army either. So
Oh, yeah.
Alcohol's terrible for sleep. Like
Yeah.
everyone thinks like, oh, if I have a couple, like
nightcap.
Nightcap, it makes me. You fall asleep faster, but your circadian rhythm, your REM sleep, all that shit that's going on in your body is on overdrive. So
Not to mention, like, then your body starts processing all of that stuff, and it turns into sugars, and then you wake up like 2 a.m. and you're like wide awake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So-
Yeah. So
Should try not drinking. I wonder if I could do that.
it's.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's. I think, like, I got to the point where I'm at that age where, outside of social things, like it would be like 3 or 4 weeks, and I'm like, oh, I haven't had a beer in a long time.
I don't do casual alcohol really at all anymore. I mean, like at home, like
Yeah, exactly.
mowing the lawn, I'm gonna
Oh,
take
yeah.
a beer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like used to do that. I don't. Yeah, stuff like this, shows, networking, out for dinner with the family thing, absolutely. But it's definitely not, not anything it used to be.
Yeah, and that's how I used to be. It was like every night, come home from Fort Riley.
Yep.
freaking crack a beer.
100%.
Yep.
Now they can't call me back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the reason.
That's a part of it. Firewatch? Nah, I'm drunk. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drinking. Yeah. So, but
Hey, we have 100% recall. Can't. Shh. I'm drinking.
this is my third.
Someone come pick me up.
Not me, dude.
I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah. So it was. I'm at the same stage too, where things have really dialed back. I might have one night a week where I might have a couple beers just on my own. I'll be down here playing Skyrim or something.
Yeah.
And that's it, But yeah, outside of that, it's usually relegated to like the weekend. Nan and I will probably just go out to dinner or something like that. Well, that's about it.
Yeah, for me, it's since like by the time we get the girls to sleep,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
like I'm so
dude.
fucking exhausted. Like I don't
Yeah.
even want to drink because I just want to go to
You
bed.
don't need to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
at
like
that
I don't
point,
I
you
don't need to
don't
go to the nightcap. I am the nightcap.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's and then they get really frowned upon it when I drink at like 4 o'clock in the morning before work. So like there's just zero time to drink these days.
Well, then here pretty soon you're going to be flipping your schedule a little bit.
Yep,
And
a
you're
lot
gonna
of it,
yeah.
like completely a bit.
So you'll be working overnight, right?
Yeah,
so you come
overnights.
home at like 4 a.m. drinking.
Whoa.
Well, nothing is more fun. Like nothing.
I hit a button.
Oh, you're
You
good.
hit a button.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk again.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
okay.
good.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nothing is more fun than to get off of work at like 6 o'clock in the morning, go to like the chef, and just start ripping alcohol like it's no one's business.
Manmosas.
Like,
I'll have
just go-
7 manmosas.
7
please.
mimosas, and then you just put your head on the table like, oh, it's so sleepy.
Your counter is so
You're
cool.
It's
Dude,
so
the
soft,
chef
dude.
is so good. Breakfast quesadillas slap there.
The
man.
the
It's
the
so
Dane
good.
quesadilla is probably the best. I don't know. The breakfast burrito's so fucking good.
Yeah,
too.
burrito's really good too.
Like,
yeah.
No, you guys are both wrong.
Oh?
What,
Oh,
what are
yeah.
you gonna say? Your eggs, Benny?
Not the eggs Benny, the freaking crab Benny.
Crab?
Crab.
I didn't even know that was on the menu.
Crab cake Benny.
No.
What?
Yes.
No.
Gem and Tokyo.
Yeah.
We're going to go.
And then the Grant. You know why the Grant? Because it's the best breakfast ever.
The Grand. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the OG, right?
Yeah,
Egg, sausage, hash browns, like the
Yeah.
toast. That's usually what I do.
Controversial opinion. Overloading on carbs is not a good idea first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, yeah, but
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that out of the three of us, These two
Oh,
don't really
dude.
give a fuck.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, I'm gonna be mad at myself,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be both.
Well, the biggest
Thanks,
thing,
John Harvey Kellogg, for fucking ruining
Yeah,
breakfast
dude.
to everybody
Yeah.
for the remainder of time.
They're great, dude.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
fucking my
Well,
life.
most days I don't eat until usually like 3 in the afternoon.
I'm an 11 o'clock guy. I'll have a bit of black coffee in the morning, and then 11 o'clock rolls around. I need to get like a bagel or something.
And this is what kills me every time I have this conversation. Like people say, yeah, I eat drink coffee in the morning, eat a lunch, kind of eat a couple times throughout the day, can't lose weight. I'm like, I wake up, I have butter in my coffee, I have a breakfast burrito with like egg, like very macroed out. By 9, I'm eating 3 hard-boiled eggs and like half a cup of Greek yogurt. By noon, I have to be eating lunch. By 3, I have to be eating the second meal, and I've lost like 20 pounds. Isn't that messed up? How
I
that
heard a lot
works?
of protein though. Are you
Yeah,
doing some keto? Are you doing keto?
Yeah, we did. We did. Yeah, I was doing like a mix of carnivore keto. Just depending on what day I was doing it, I was getting like 160 to 190 grams of protein per day.
Mom and dad are about a month in, and they're losing weight. Like
I'm going to say this about keto. Keto is a great starting point if you are trying to lose weight fast and you don't, it's a great, like around the springtime, just like dump weight real quick and then get on a more stable plan, because the hard thing with keto, it's a very unsustainable thing, because if you even get out of ketosis once, you're going to hate your fucking life. First of all, the first week and a half sucks.
Yep.
And then after that, if you get out of ketosis for any reason, it takes a couple days to get back. It's not as much big of a jump. And then 2, it just limits your food so much to the point where like going out to eat is not fun anymore, because it's like I can only eat. There's not a whole lot to eat.
Yeah.
Like
I'll take a cheeseburger with the burger and cheese, please.
like I like one of my orders was going to Wendy's and order a triple baconator with no bun. It's like 78 grams of fat and like 79 grams of protein, 0 carbs with like extra mayo. And you're just like, this cannot be healthy for me. And I don't know if it's healthy, but you do lose a lot of weight. Now we're kind of going to a, like originally I was anywhere from 20 to 30 grams of carbs. Now I'm allowing myself like 50 a day, and then like once or twice a week, go fucking crazy. But yeah, it's been interesting so far.
Props. I eat
Yeah.
cake and I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I love cake too. I
That's-
had 2 pieces of ice cream cake today.
Oh.
So,
Bro, I mean, freaking, that's the biggest crutch for me is sugar. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've now gone we're getting ready to go into May, so a year and 4 months without a soda. I've had 0 sodas.
soda's the death.
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Now I will caveat that doesn't include energy drinks.
I was just
right?
gonna
So-
say you
so
run like sugar-free Red Bull, something like that. White Monster.
White Monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I just got. You're gonna laugh at this. Just today, it came in.
yeah,
from-
the pussy stuff.
no, the pussy punch.
Yeah.
that was
Gonna try my
that
pussy
was,
juice.
that was a total joke, right? But a French press came.
Oh,
from-
sick.
Ew.
yeah. Ew.
I hate French press.
What?
Are you serious?
French press is
Do you like percolated cowboy
I'm
coffee?
telling you,
No.
I'm telling you, like 4 years ago, this was like I was sitting there watching him French press.
No, you weren't watching me French press. You were watching me AeroPress. There is a difference.
Okay. Oh my god.
So French press is, I would say, like the Dane Cook of coffee methods.
Dane Cook.
Dane
Wow.
Cook of coffee
He
methods.
pulled
Safe
out-
but still funny.
No.
Found everywhere.
It's the bland generic, like, I'm into comedy. Oh, really? What's your favorite comedian? Dane Cook. Like, okay, you watched a Netflix special because your friends forced you to watch
That's
it.
fair.
And you laughed a couple of times.
You laughed a couple times. Dane Cook is funny. He's a great dude. No, nothing but like again, that's how everyone starts. Everyone starts with Dane Cook. Then you're like, hey, but what about some of these other fancier methods? And next
What's your
thing
Dave
you know,
Chappelle of coffee?
Okay,
you know what I
so-
mean?
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. You'll see over there is a Keurig. So I'm going from a Keurig to French press.
You're at least you're upgrading. You're
That's
making
light
your own
years.
coffee.
See,
Yeah.
That's big
exactly,
time.
Exactly, right?
So, I would
Cowboy
say
perk
I would
wins.
say the AeroPress is the superior, like at home, easy to manage coffee
So the point of that is to try to pull myself a little bit further away from energy drinks. So I'm not drinking. It's only one. I only have one a day. First thing in the morning, crack one up. And
That's
drink
first thing.
it. Yeah, first
That's
thing.
your go.
That's my like app, like that's post lunch. That's a post lunch.
No,
I'm an
no.
early afternoon, mid afternoon
No, I
energy
can't do
drink
that.
guy.
Yeah.
If I do that, I'll be up until 2 a.m.
Really?
No,
Yep.
I'm one of those guys that I'll have a keto coffee in the morning. Like immediately after that, I'll have another coffee, and then I'll have an energy drink after lunch. I will fight not falling asleep sometimes after lunch,
Mhm.
and then like get home and I'm crashed.
You guys ever screw around with G Fuel? You ever tried that?
G Fuel?
No.
Yeah. It's a gamer thing.
Oh, the gamer fuel.
yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
it is G Fuel. I think it's short for gamer.
yeah,
But
gamer fuel.
like the labeling, all of it's
Yeah.
G Fuel. Good.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But it's kind of like Joe Rogan's Alpha Brain. It's like you can do it for a month, and then your tolerance just falls off.
that's I
Get
found that
nothing out of it.
I feel the if you are into the energy drink game, you need to find like 2 or 3 and just keep
Cycle.
rotate through, because
Yep.
right now for me, like sugar-free Red Bulls is I'll take one and
That's
it's
my game right now.
nothing
dude.
right now, but either White Gummy Bear Reigns or White Monsters.
White Monster.
Yeah.
That's usually what I cycle between White Monster and sugar-free Red Bull.
So
if we're not
the-
buying G Fuel.
The other one that I used to drink that I stopped drinking was the Orange Dreamsicle Rain,
Ooh.
Yeah, Reigns a good one. Like
but it's 300 milligrams.
yeah, those that's
Whoa.
they are
300
big.
milligrams of caffeine. Yeah,
That
so
might
I'm like,
ruin me right now.
yeah, exactly. That's what was happening with me, because I would drink one of those in the morning, like on the way into work, and then by 2 p.m., done. That's it. I'm like, okay, I gotta punch my time card. I gotta go home, take a nap.
Mhm.
Is my day's done. So I weaned off of that, went to the White Monsters, which,
They're like 180, I think.
Yeah,
150
they're
or 180.
and then I'm going to wean off of that to the coffee.
Black coffee.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And Brett just keeps on giving me the Vortex coffee. They keep on getting
Oh,
Vortex-
from there, yeah.
Vortex has
Vortex
their own-
has it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I think if you want a bag, I got a bag. I've got 2 bags. So
Yeah, I'll take one. Why not?
okay. So, but anyway,
What time are we at?
we're
right
at 2:10.
now? Oh no, our longest ever. See,
Yeah.
this is the problem with Jake. We
Yeah.
we don't even
Did
talk
you get
about.
going?
I'm a fucking chatterbox, dude.
Yes.
I know, right?
Get me going.
See, that's why we love having you come. Right? So
That's what she said.
That's what she said. So anyway, yeah, we're at that point where
Yeah,
we're
we're-
giddy and laughy. It's pretty late. So
It's the latest I stayed up in like months.
yeah, and I'll have to edit this tomorrow. There's no way I'm going to be able to do it tonight.
What was
so.
there to edit to do? You just
You
like
could if you had a French press.
there you go. That's impressive.
But it'll be out. It'll definitely be out tomorrow, like it's supposed to be. But needless to say, we're going to go ahead and close
Start
it down.
wrapping it.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
we're going to close it out here. You know what we're going to do? Last 30 seconds.
Well, I'd just like to tell you boys, I really appreciate your time tonight. It's one of these deals where I don't get out much, but when I do, it means a lot to me. So, love God, love Christ, love your mom, love your dad, love your sister and brother if you got them, love your kids if you got them. Give thanks, and go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
I couldn't think of anything
So
else.
some
there.
of us love our sisters more than others.
Did I say sisters?
Yeah, he said,
You
"Love your
did.
brothers, love your sisters." I'm like, "Well, I married mine, so I'm check that box."
Holy shit!
You don't know that story?
I'm legally married to my stepsister.
It's a great story.
Are you
It's actually-
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm married to my
that's
stepsister.
serious. Yeah,
There
yeah.
are so many genres named after you.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
And we are not taking like my gun collection does not reflect the money we should be making for that.
Yeah, well, that's cool, dude. I
Yeah, so-
didn't know that. That's
So,
cool.
so the real quick, like 2 seconds.
Okay, the TLDR is my wife and I started dating and got married.
Yeah.
our parents found themselves widowed, so through our marriage, they have found each other and got married.
That's
So
fantastic.
they
dude.
live next door to us. We live on a 10-acre plot. So
I love that.
Yeah,
so
it's actually a really cool story.
Branch Jefinian. So if anyone's interested, I just have to
Sorry.
sleep with your wife once.
One more
and
time?
Then
Branch
Jeffidians.
Jeffidians.
Jeffidians, not
Yeah.
Davidians.
Not
Not
Davidians.
the Davidians. No, we aren't going to mess up like they did. Curtains are not going to be near allowed kids.
Jeffidians. Tagging you on that
You
one.
you should you
I have
you
tons
owe
of
me.
advice.
You've got like you owe me like 2 or 3.
Okay. For if you are a new parent at all, the advice sleeping the kids are sleeping is bullshit, but find some time for yourselves. Nothing's more important than finding 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Wake up a little bit earlier. I know it sucks, but it's so much it has so much value if you can have like 20 or 30 minutes by yourself, do something you enjoy, read, journal, yoga, workout, do something for yourself about 20, 30 minutes a day. If you don't, you'll go fucking insane.
Yeah, that is 100% true.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yep. I take about 6 hours a day for myself.
And it's not working at all.
It's not working at all. No. No, that's pretty good. If you want something, go get it.
Oh, that's so
It's
fucking
only
lame.
money. You're always going to make more. So if you're listening to this on any type of like device at this point, that tells me that you have the ability to splurge when you want to. So
This guy's like, buy everything in your check your carts right now that you have saved on Instagram.
yeah, go buy an FRT. So
Using code LARP.
Yeah. Or go buy Access Sites code LARP or Atero Arms, their new J-frame revolver optics mount. Use code LARP for 50% off your purchase.
I don't think that works.
50?
Yeah, 50%
No, it's-
off.
no,
off.
it's not.
Does it come with
That is
candy?
not- no, it does not. He is making it up as we go, right? So, but if you guys are interested in
And
picking
what's our
up
Mantis
some,
code? On the spot, I know.
On the spot,
we
he's like-
I
talked
was
about
trying to
this
think
earlier.
of a good one. We'll
Is there
we
even
should
a-
get you guys a code. We should at least get you a code.
yeah,
Do you have a
that'd be
code?
cool.
Like, do you have like? is
Yeah,
there
we
any
got an
codes?
affiliate program. I can hook you
No,
up.
do you have like a code at all? Like, what's the generic?
Oh yeah, no.
No.
Our base codes are
You don't have a
NRA
you don't have-
instructors,
you
law
don't have a
enforcement,
GT,
military,
You don't have a GT
and
code.
USCCA.
What's
no.
Grantham code? What's his code?
He doesn't have a code.
He doesn't have a code.
Wow.
He gets
Wow.
a cut if you go buy from his link though.
Oh,
Which is
there
what I'm
you
saying.
go, there you
Oh,
go.
there you
So if you want to give back to your customers, I'll get you guys a code.
But needless to say, circle back Saki here. If you guys are interested in some excess sites, we do appreciate their sponsorship of the podcast.
Go check out Dry Fire. Go shoot better.
Go shoot better.
I don't know
Mantis,
what he says,
yeah.
but Mantis.
But
"Man, just turn your gun into a dry fire machine."
Dry Fire machine.
that is
Dry
that's
Fire.
what
literally
you
what it
better
says.
you know,
shoot
it's
better
interesting
shooters.
because Micah on his video today said that he was the machine. Yeah, it's crazy how there's like that. Anyway, if you guys
The
are
Father, the
interested
Son,
in
and the
some
Holy Ghost.
access sites,
Michael.
20% off
Charlie.
with code LARP,
Mike.
and soon to come, maybe a Mantis discount code.
Yeah, we'll get you guys a code.
Yeah,
We will.
we're going to have you back. We'll have you back very soon because this is a whole bunch of fun. We should just have
Repeat
you-
for sure is a record.
You know what I say? I think we should just have you on whenever you want. You know?
Whatever I want,
Yeah. We'll
I'll-
figure it out.
I'll be comfortable filling blank space.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or,
I'm hotter than
All right,
she is.
we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut this off because
bye.
there-
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
That's done.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, guys. We sure do appreciate everybody's support. If you've made it this far,
I'm sorry.
thanks again. But don't forget to live, laugh, and LARP. Take it easy, guys.